CEO 2021.
Let's get it.
Woo! We are back, baby. We are back. We're live here for the first time, live together. This is it.
It's a human being that I can touch. It's
God.
crazy.
Granblue versus top 16. It's been one hell of a ride this weekend.
Listen, if you did not see top 48, then you need to go back and open up a dual screen tab because the action was incredible.
Absolutely.
And it's only going to get better as we move forward. We saw things like Granblue going to loser's side against Neokarsh.
I can't believe it. You know, Granblue has been on a tear, and of course, leading up to this entire series this year, undefeated, and always coming out at top in the first place position. But Tega, Neokarsh is up and at him right now, speaking of. So here we go. This is actually, you know, a classic matchup, right? Lancelot up against Catalina.
Tega switching back to the Lance, normally running Percival.
Right, exactly.
But in this particular matchup, I really can't blame him for going to the Lance because once you're in with Lance, you can just really get the pressure going.
Exactly here. So let's see how this works out already in that corner position. Great EX, nice double hit from that heavy falling button into immediate Skybound Art. A grip of damage, of course, not going to kill quite yet. We need at least one more mix here.
Here comes the pressure here. Nice stand block there from Neokarsh, recognizing the teleport, but the tick throw, one of the Lancelot specials. You just check the guard with a couple of lights, maybe one or two, and then the throw is all you're going to need to get it done. I like this from Tega, though. The aggression, making sure that the neutral game is just nullified because you don't want to play that against Catalina.
Yes, no, definitely. She does have the range in this matchup in particular, especially against Lancelot, with a couple buttons that can kind of compete. But, of course, Catalina is definitely the king of neutral, or queen, excuse me, in this match.
Heavy pressure into Fireball. The 2H whip. My man, Tega going in for a big punishment.
Yes, great attempt right there for that 2H. Oh, my goodness, great. Finding that opening. Nice challenge here from Tega. Going to the corner. Okay, full resources for both players here. Nice little quick combo here to get the damage. Go the low. Not close enough to the corner quite yet.
Oh! The air scoops. Neokarsh serving up some soft serve on the fly. Tega gonna have to pay.
So jump in here. One touch away from that. One throw even, and that will do it here. Round apiece for both players.
Neokarsh, I mean, he's got to be feeling the kind of way, certain way about himself. Taking down Granblue, that's an ego booster.
Absolutely. On cloud 9, as it were here. Catalina, great start, sliding on through, avoiding the fireball here. Now the pressure, we get great interrupt. Wow, Neokarsh is feeling guts. I think you're right. That ego boost is really paying off.
And my man is feeling themselves for sure, because if you're doing that type of check on Catalina, you are locked in. However, do not discount Tega.
No.
EX thrust is going to get that combo continuation. And here we go. Fireball locked in for the reset. Goes low with the slide.
Yes. All right. So that heavy, or medium rather, ice ball going to sit out for a little while. Able to keep the slide safe. Nice soft knockdown with the Rekka. Delay this time. Does not catch the overhead. Nice jump in here. Neokarsh doesn't have the EX ready and available here. Wants one more mix. 50% health life left for Tega.
I mean, Tega really looking to even things out with the life lead. Perhaps with the confirm, might want to save until Super Skybound Out's available. However, the slide's going to get punished with the 2M, and now Neokarsh is in striking range to close things out for game one.
Okay, so I mean that EX thrust is now gone. Tried to go for the air throw a little bit early here, though. EX Rekka will get the knockdown. Hold this EX ice ball. Ooh. We caught you moving.
Caught him blinking at the end of things. Tega taking game one. A close one, though.
Yes, absolutely. If it weren't for that pushback on the EX ice ball right there, you know, just enough space to maybe give Neokarsh a thought like, hey, I have an opportunity here, but don't you forget, Lancelot has some excellent buttons, especially in that close range pace, and Tega definitely has the skills to open you up. But sigh of relief from Tega right now. Let's get to it. Round 2 continues.
They only needed one more game to qualify for the largest top 8 ever for Granblue. And you know, Tega, one of the people that was strong in the game from the beginning, wants it bad.
Absolutely. Bringing back the OG, of course, of all things, to try to make it. Okay, nice low interrupt here. Neokarsh, again, another top 8 contender here for sure. I mean, we've seen Neokarsh time and time again through our series in Ronin Rumble. I mean, if anyone's going to make it, it's going to be one of these two. You already got a top 8 match. We've already whittled it down.
This is literally a top 8 match of the best of the best. Oh, my goodness. Caught him reaching. Now Tega's going to be teaching with the Skybound art. And this will do guess for game for Neokarsh.
Okay, Oh, interrupt on the delay. Look at this. You know, over time, I have seen a lot of folks just, oh my.
No.
I was just going to say, over time, I've seen a lot of folks really get aggressive on delays from Lancelot because what do you have to fear at that point, right? You hold on to those buttons. If it's true, you're not going to release anything. If there is one gap in there,
Then
your
your button
turn.
goes through. Yeah, absolutely. But Taiga taking advantage of perhaps the top-level player tendencies and turning the tables very quickly. Neokarsh backs into a corner, only has this round to start making a difference.
Oh, yep, a little bit too far for that slide. Nice crouch M. Let's get the thrust over. Nice EX exchange, though. Gonna get caught. One touch away here for Taiga. And, yep, Neokarsh gets another round. Once again, exact same story as the last game.
Yeah. Neokarsh is playing very collected despite Taiga very forcefully running offense and forcing decisions. Whip on the 2H. He saw himself get anti-aired again, and Taiga's like, I'm going to show you the same look, but a little different.
I got a different angle this time. Instead of 90, it's 91. And I had the 93 on the way after the fact.
Yeah, it's all looking right for Taiga at the moment. Stagger to low, running the Rekka, did not complete it, wants to keep himself safe.
Okay, nice anti-air, perfect. Goes for the cancel with the Rekka just to get close to there. Skybound Art does whiff a little bit too sky high for that one.
Great cancel and juggle there from Neokarsh, and the punishment. Ares coming up to deck. Didn't even need the animation. We're going into game 3.
Yes, what a great way to go. What a great way to open up this top 16.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less. Right, like Neokarsh, Taiga, they've clashed so many times, and you know that it's going to go the distance. But Taiga, has the option here, maybe of selecting Percival if they want to. Don't know. The Lancelot seems to be working well, but again, you never know.
Right, we've seen a few times here where Neokarsh does seem to have the number of Lancelot in this matchup here, so maybe you're right here, but it sounds like we're going right back into it. Yes, we are. Lancelot comes back. And I can't blame you here. You're really comfortable right now, keeping the pressure. It's only here and there where you're missing it, and you know what? That goes a long way still. I mean, you both are going back and forth. The throw does go 50%.
Oh,
nice,
no.
solid read. Wrong side, though.
Yeah, this could actually mean a lot because with the wrong side, you can't do things like the fireball reset. However, with punish, no, just outside.
Okay, but, Neokarsh, plenty of work to do here. Has a full stick of butter right there, 100% going. Oh, that was dangerous right there. Had you connected with the Gorilla Blade, that could have been it. And the throw will wrap it up, though.
Yeah, Taiga on another match point. Dropped one of them, obviously, but has another opportunity to move into that coveted winner side of top 8.
You know what? May as well be comfortable in that top 8. Give yourself a couple shots, moments to shine. You do want to go up into that arena with your favorite song selected from the AEW playlist.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be fantastic stuff. However, you got to get there, and Neokarsh was putting up a wall of 2M.
Yes. Nice. Oh, see, again, the delays. People are wisening up to that, Lancelot set play here. Okay.
Max race slide, keeping it safe.
Yep. Careful. Oh, that could have been rough. Nice.
Oh! Neokarsh immediately pouncing on that whip throw.
Yep.
Taiga, not a lot of life left. Gets a confirm here. Knocked down into the corner. The check.
Yo. And again, a round apiece. It's going the distance here tonight.
Neokarsh not afraid to press buttons, and we are at double match point. One for each player, and this is for top 8.
All right. No more chances here. You can't make mistakes. That's a big one.
Yeah, into the corner goes Taiga. Neokarsh hammering away, blocks the 5H, cancel into the teleport. Nice. Taiga at least on the other side.
Okay, caught, opened up here, trying to press. Nice. Does connect, close and full extension here. Enough to go for super, but we got the reset. Look at the life here. Not enough to get it, but we have a crush. We're going, oh no. Stop opening up, Neokarsh, please.
It's a Saturday night. You're supposed to be closed, but you got one last chance for the dance.
Oh, no. But true form by Taiga right there in the corner, keeping that classic Lancelot set play for that one here. And, Neokarsh definitely, it's the back and forth. It could have gone either way. Because that opening, I thought Neokarsh was going to hold that corner for sure.
I thought that Neokarsh was certainly going to be able to at least push things back to mid-screen.
Right.
But you know what? Kudos to Taiga.
Yes.
Because the talk of the town has been Zamu, because Zamu essentially put out a decree like, yo, I'm taking this tournament. I don't care who shows up. And I mean, Tega is arguably, you know, at the top of the top of the top, right? It's been Zombu and Tega has been the discussion of, like, who's the best Granblue player, right? So Tega getting that top 8 winner side spot, despite, you know, Zombu, you know, still has a chance to make it in, but Tega has already secured that win, and it's on winner side, so you got to be feeling kind of good if you're Tega.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, the entire East Coast crew has been practicing day in and day out leading up to this, and honestly, if you're the cream of the crop of Granblue, that's what you've been doing leading up to this event entirely.
Absolutely.
But the East Coast crew, I mean, if you were there for the Denicest Spaces chat leading up to the 10v10, you could hear the buttons being pressed in the back. Gandito and Danny Boy both playing in their local. So you know East Coast be about that life. West Coast been a little quieter. Not to say that they haven't been practicing, but I haven't heard those buttons like I heard out of Gandito's household.
I mean, the East Coast, you know, with CEO being in Florida, showed up in form. They showed up ready to play. And that's why, you know, Tega is where he is. I mean, you know, Neo Karsh as well. Like, I mean, they're both have been doing what they do. So do not be surprised if you see East Coast showing up. But speaking of East Coast showing up, Ed Gone Bad just sat down at the set, and I've been saying since the beginning of Top 48, if you did not see that 10v10 and you like Matera,
that's the one.
That is the one, because Ed Gone Bad put in work.
But you know what? History in the making right here. Time for another tale. Japan, for the first time, coming to United Shores for Granblue.
Absolutely.
This is Ren. Ren, we got to see a little bit of play from last night. And you know what? We all thought it in the back of our minds at the very least. What if there was one more game? And Ren, I guarantee, thought the same thing. And we saw it, too. As he was getting up, talking to Zombie, was like, one more. Just one more.
All I needed was one more, and this might be the opportunity right here. Ren, an absolute beast on the Charlotta. And listen, if you're Matera, if you're Ed, your zoning game better be crisp.
You can't miss. You got to be the cleanest of snipers. And you know what? Ed Gone Bad might be the one to do it, right? Because Ed Gone Bad was that defensive player for the East Coast in the 10v10. So here, Ren is trying to, you know, return, make that change, hopefully get one more.
And I spoke about this at Top 48, but Ed's match in Top 48 was really smooth. And when you have that, not to take away from his opponent, but when you have that smooth match going into top 16, it saves so much mental stack, especially with a character like Matera.
I mean, gosh, thinking about all the options that you have to go through as Matera, you know, being one of the characters without, you know, a meterless reversal, and you're going up against a character like Charlotta, who can press buttons for days. She is abusive. She will keep you locked down, so you have to make sure this Queen of Justice stays far away. The social distancing game begins. Can Ed Gone Bad keep it up?
We're going to find out. Ren, one of the best at the best when it comes to Granblue, and coming across the ocean to lay down the royal law. Going to get a quick button check here to make sure everything's nice and clean. You know, hopefully whoever's up next desyncs that pad, because I see Ed working on that controller. And we had a little bit of an incident earlier on in Top 48, but was resolved, you know, but you still hate to see it.
Yeah, you know, golly. It's been almost 2 years. I forgive you. I forgive you for this one.
Just this one, though.
Yes, no more after that. We are enough.
Done.
404 Esports. Get your boy out here, okay?
Oh, my goodness. I can't wait for this match. This is one of the ones that on paper you were like, this would be really interesting if they ran into each other. Did in the 10v10.
Right.
And now here we go for real. This is the one you want.
The run back.
Like, you want to win the 10v10 one, but this is the one that you came all the way to play in Florida for.
Yeah, you know, gosh, no more speculation, right? No more, like, wondering what ifs. Like, it's finally here. And, you know, I was talking with Ebonic at the 10v10 that Korea is kind of like, you know, Japan doesn't really play Granblue that much anymore. And you know what? I'm curious because Ren is here for a reason. You don't travel across the seas for nothing.
You size it up and say, I think I can take this.
This is a sound
I
investment.
will put down thousands of dollars to clap some cheeks and Granblue. Like, that's what it is.
And here we go. Spin cycle EX does begin. Very patient, blocks the rainfall. Ooh. Look at this methodical movement, trying to, that 5L is definitely going to be pretty tough to deal with right now. Perfect spacing, honestly. Ed Gone Bad is making that out there as a check. Like, hey, you can't approach me for free.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Ren is in now, and Ed Gone Bad are going to figure out a way to escape. I like the jump back. No button, just a block to force the jump arc to go all the way down because Ed Gone Bad had the challenge in the air.
And doing just enough to poke, because look at this life lead here. Ren doesn't have to get too crazy, can be really patient, wait your turn, and that is what Japan is really excellent at, you know, of different methodology, you know, great in defense, but here, a slip up with that EX holy ladder.
Gotta guess the mix here. Butterfly's holding still. The jump out, oh my goodness!
What?
Dead.
It was that hit behind you, but then landing in front of you, and then explosion kills?
Noble execution. I'm telling you, it's a finisher. It's execution in the name.
I can't. I threw my pen on the floor.
It actually fell. Oh my goodness, the challenge with the M from Ed Gone Bad. Laying down the rainfall here. Ren's gonna have to find a way in. Well, if your opponent jumps at you, a flash kick will do.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, send the message here, close range. We want to keep it that way. Don't give Matera the opportunity. All right, your pressure begins, chips away. Nice parry.
Man, Ren is all over the place, and not only that, cycling through offensive options on block, forcing Ed Gone Bad to say, okay, is it going to be a high, is it low? When does the throw come?
Look at the chip, already 50%, and you know what? Ren not giving up any space, just keeping the pressure. Again, don't let Matera leave, so we'll close the gap here. Nice EX spin, tries to remain invulnerable for this approach. Butterfly is out there, and excellent, goes for the Demon Flip low.
Got him low again with the light, and now we're going to do some Blanca Ball damage. Matera, not one of the healthiest in the game. You definitely don't want to get hit.
And here we go, Gandito. Big Papa Gandito out here. Got to give the tips. Got to look out for the home turf.
East Coast captain for a reason, right? Like, people are going to listen to him when he gives the advice, giving Ed a little bit of knowledge. And Ren just staying cool, like waiting cool. I'm good with it. You know, ready when you are. No, maybe not. Ren hit it up. I heard the believe in victory. Ren like, all right. Are you going to play or are you going to talk?
And the coaching real quick here. All right, nice, avoiding the shot. Big jump-in opportunity here. Will get the counter hit damage.
I mean, this is the difficulty, right? Like, how do you get away when Ren is reading all of your movement options?
Yeah. Last night was cute. That was one.
that was nice, but I paid a lot of money to be here. There's the air scoop. Flights canceled for Ed Gone Bad.
Right. Good patience here from Ren. Has all the resources in the world. Nice. Patience. 2 butterflies out. Great navigation. Just the jump-ins. It's really interesting because we've not seen many anti-airs from Ed Gone Bad. No attempts at all.
I mean, Ed has opted to really stay mobile, try to throw projectiles down, but Ren has just been running the obstacle course, jumping over, under, and through projectiles to get to Ed. There's finally an anti-air, gets the juggle and butterfly set up.
Okay, just roll through, grab.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's a gap here. All right,
well, I'm just going to slide on in, and Ren is on match point, by the way, for top 8, so looking to finish things out. Overhead block, takes the turn back, does Ed Gone Bad.
Okay, the rainfall does hit, though. Nice, another jump in here. EX roll, ready to block. Help splitter, not connecting. And Ed Gone Bad taking their turn.
Ed's finally getting a little bit of momentum on their side. Your turn, smacked him up. And now Ren is in danger of going down around. Ed finally gets a little diamond on the board for himself and staying alive. Look, sometimes all you got to do is stick around.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when you're sticking around in that way, your confidence starts to increase, right? Like, you know what? It does bleed, so I can try again. Another round, another lease on life. Ooh, excellent start right there.
Ed is trying to turn a rental into a purchase. Gonna need that pink slip in a minute if Ren does not turn things around. Ed staggering the pressure, gets him with the jump and arrows, canceling out, getting the maximum damage and some good old Oki.
Yep, this is not looking good here. Nice tech though from Ren. Okay, EX Helm Splitter does connect. big jump. Finally, anti-airs right there. That's the one thing missing.
You called it out early. You were like, the anti-airs are just not on the board at all. And Ren's ability to just move in because of that was unprecedented. So we're finally in the game 3. Ed starting things out right. And here we go. Ren all of a sudden on the back foot.
Yeah, I mean, anti-air. That was the key answer. You're letting Ren jump for free. So here you go, shutting down the air movement. All right, now you're locked down. A very different story here. Nope, overhead right there.
Butterflies come out, and the flash kick from Ren saying enough.
It's my turn. I'm the bully.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Yes, that was a deep cross up.
Oh, caught him pressing a button, just checked him with a light. And now all of a sudden, Ed Gone Bad is in a familiar scenario, stuck in the corner. There's the delay into the throw. Ren playing RPS with the best of them.
The longest shimmy I've seen yet today. Took at least 40 frames before deciding to walk forward and grab you.
All right, Butterfly comes out after the knockdown, setting him up. Good blocks, just blocks, by the way, for Ren.
Okay, Ren, all right, that was double Butterfly right there. Big damage here. Skybound Art, full animation.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see the approach from Ed. Goes in for the jump in, the fade back. Blanca Ball EX version, so it's safe. But Ed still has a massive life lead.
Yep. Got lots of work to do. Has one shot with the Super Skybound Art. After that, it's all neutral. Oh dear, chip damage is now a factor.
Just the dab will do one skill and you're through. Ren might be looking at last round here. Ed hammering away the slide through. Ed keeping it together, but Ren's moving forward. Life bars flashing, gets the low. Ren holding on to that meter, needs one confirm after this. The mix, he caught him with the jump in! Ren taking Ed Gone Bad down to losers. What a comeback from Ren with no life.
You didn't even get to see the kill. It was that bad. You didn't even, like, there were impossible.
We had to cut away.
Yeah, we had
to. It was too violent.
It's not late enough for the violence.
Kids would have been watching it. There would have been questions about, you know, like, why did that happen? What did I see?
Yeah.
Sleep would have been deprivated, so we had to cut away. But what we did see was some incredible Granblue from a player who came a very long way to show what they got.
Oh my goodness. Literally, it was a chip. All that you needed was one special, one skill, something, and it didn't come out because the pressure that you feel from Charlotta is terrifying. You have 100% meter right there.
Yeah.
Mid-stream. Who would have thought that you're just going to run up throw? You'll die. Why would you do that?
Why would you do something so risky? And I don't want to take – yes, Ren did win, but I do not want to take away from what we saw from Ed Gone Bad.
Absolutely. Ed Gone Bad.
I mean, it was incredible Matera play and mental fortitude to take it all the way to game 3.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you were just so close, and you're still in this too, right? That was only the winner's side right there, so we still have an opportunity to see Ed Gone Bad. We got another run back potential opportunity for those two because this has been the rivalry tonight. Yeah,
look, Gandito versus Real Ice. This might be a Zeta mirror. I'm pretty sure it will be. I don't know if they got any pocket picks, but you know what? If you think about Zeta, it's going to be Real Ice and Gandito if you're on the East Coast.
Right.
And I'm curious because, you know, obviously, you know, Papa Gandito, right, captain of the East Coast team, gives the players the advice, has the knowledge. But Real Ice, you know, a strong performer on Zeta.
Yes, absolutely. You know, both of the some of these two, I guarantee they always give notes back and forth because Gandito, you're right, is the information king out on the East Coast for sure, always giving the facts. If you've tuned into a Gandito stream, you know you're going to learn something new every single time. Has great insight on various matchups, including, you know, obviously you're going to know your Zeta matchup.
Absolutely.
But has the facts on Granblue. And there's so much to be learned. And that's why you had your captain right there, B. Gandito, was able to lead. So can you defeat the Master? Has the Master, you know, jumped the fence, as it were? Is it time for a replacement for Zeta?
We're going to find out here. And, I mean, mirror matches are something incredibly special when it comes to fighting games.
Yes.
And because you're not only playing the character that you play, but you're playing the other opponent more than the character because the tools are the same.
Yes. Yeah, the tools are the same. You know, who's going to get into whose head first? And you know what? If I know Gandito, Gandito is definitely going to get into somebody's head because if you listen to this man talk, he will definitely get under your skin or at least try. That is the East Coast way.
That is, I mean, Gandito, one of the best when it comes to just this cerebral game warfare of just,
it's already started.
Getting into your mind, making you second guess yourself. And that's a skill, right? That's
Yes.
part of the fighting game story, and Gandito, one of the best at it.
Yes, you know, as Keats would say, if pressing down repeatedly is going to bother you, I'm going to do it.
I'm pressing
I'm
a lot of down.
absolutely going to do that.
Here we go.
Yes.
Another qualifier for top 8. Gandito versus Real Ice. The East Coast, you know, obviously going to be an East Coast kill, but sometimes, I mean, eventually you got to get there, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely a button check here. Just make sure
Yeah,
everything's
absolutely.
good to go.
You know, that fantastic hitbox right there, primed and ready. Got to make sure all the buttons are warmed up, ready to go. Thank goodness that you're able to just plug in and play with a hitbox.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if they desync the controllers, though. So.
Oh, see, you know what? Out of
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah,
Everyone's out of practice.
Out of practice. I hope that they did. I hope we don't find out.
Right. Let's not. No, that might just be a factor. It's the smash ball of Granblue tonight.
It's just a glowing PS4 controller.
Just floating.
What's going on? Is it an update to Granblue I didn't know about? That's legal. That's tournament legal.
Yeah,
you got to play that.
Legal. You know, we changed the rules. We had to spice this one up for you.
Oh, man. It's not going to get any hotter than this.
Yes.
I'm really excited to see this because you know that this is a match that, you know, behind the scenes happens a lot, right?
Yes.
Like, you got to
yes.
imagine Gandito and Real Ice go at it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And but this time, it counts for a whole lot more than just bragging rights.
Yes. And, you know, it's great to see Gandito out here in this live setting as well because Gandito, while running his own tournament series online as well, it's just interesting to see finally because Gandito, you don't get to see too often because normally it's all East Coast content that is that he's playing, and so NLBC when it was working with that, and, you know, besides his own series. So now, here's your live appearance, right? Some of the first time you're going to be feeling that East Coast energy sitting right next to you. Look at this. Has to stretch, has to relax, has to calm the nerves because, look, Gandito's just calm, cool, collected, has the largest fighting stick I've ever seen in this gosh darn world.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably why he's moved so far back from the screen. How much further back is he going to go? He's going to slide all the way up into Jabali land before he finishes playing. All right, intro's coming out. The respect. Double Zeta, and I'm not talking about Judah Ashtar.
Oh. It was a great series. I don't know why y'all didn't want to give Judo the time of day.
I mean, to be fair, you had to get through half of that, boy.
That is really true. You know, Moon is a rough one, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, it was a little bit rough until Haman really came in. But we're going to get back into Granblue action here. Top 8 qualifying match, Gandito versus Real Ice.
All right, beams are already out, going for the thrust immediately. Corner advantage for Real Ice in the white Zeta. Wow, white Zeta. I said that, yep.
Yeah, you certainly did. It's recorded for all of Twitch.tv to hear. But right now, Gandito locking it up, just trying to keep things nice and cool. Good check there from Real Ice.
Nice backdash here. Okay. In and out. Better than the fast food restaurant.
Don't even get me started. We're getting some fireball wars here, and it looks like Gandito's winning out a little bit. Real Ice coming back, the jump in.
Okay, nice cross-up. Hella deep.
Oh, nice check. That's that knowledge,
yep,
right?
Yep. That right there. But you can go to air just like that. Just an easy light. Not. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. Thread the needle. Still get time for the throw.
Down back in the check. You gotta wonder when the throw is gonna come out. EX
Right.
Fireball spent.
Finally sitting there waiting for that parry as well too. Go. Skymonarch does get the kill. Nice job here. Gandito putting the first round on the board.
First blood for Gandito. I mean, for any player would have meant a lot, but for Gandito to get it, that cerebral gameplay is already starting to go to work.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, wow. And what a whiff punish that was. Max range, blocks the parry. Oh, yeah, Gandito knows how to play Zeta.
You think? Maybe a little bit.
Camille, relax out there.
Oh, my goodness. You know what? We are seeing quite the display here. Nice delay from Real Ice. Stagger pressure here. Goes with the throw. Just checking the guard.
Oh,
I love that.
Oh, no. This is a start here for Real Ice. Got the pogo hop. Call Scrooge McDuck. It's time for a new era. Nice upward thrust.
Where you going?
Oh,
where you going?
This is the space. This is it. You're not.
This belongs to me. All
Over
the way.
Here, this is my turf.
No, you can't. This is where the line is drawn.
Yes.
And we are at the last line for Game 1, Battle 3, between two of the best Zetas on the East Coast for sure.
Yes, already got the push to the corner. Oh, delayed tech, unfortunately, for Gandito. Blocks the parry. Gotta be wary at this point. There's the parry right there from Real Ice. Going for the EX. Drops down to the ground to extend a little bit extra damage there. Nice!
Listen, we saw Gandito really work round one, but Real Ice's mental fortitude is not to be doubted. We saw that in top 48. Here comes the cancel into the Skybound Art, and Real Ice taking game one despite dropping round one.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to Gandito.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not about the knowledge you have going in, it's about the adjustments you make throughout.
That is very true. You know, you learn someone's tendencies over time, you know, especially as somebody who's been making the notes. You understand the perspective that they're coming from because that's where you learn from. And then you add your own flair on top of it. You know, every great chef starts with the baseline, right? And then eventually adds their own little spice to it. Gandito, you're not the only one in the kitchen.
Speaking of spice, we're getting a little bit of extra spicy with the 6 coming out from Gandito.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Feels
6.
that way. Feels
Yeah.
that way.
You know what? Now we got to change it. This is a real knowledge check right here for Real Ice. Have you studied? I mean, 6, the latest character to the game, has been out for a little bit of time. You have enough time to study, especially leading up to this.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I mean, you know that Chef Series plays 6, right?
Right.
So if you play in the 10v10, maybe that was part of your training. Maybe not. But either way, Gandito, with all that knowledge, is certainly going to be able to use this character.
yeah, exactly. You know, this character here is definitely scary. You have to do your homework on this character because you're going to see more and more 6 over time. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's the mixed potential that this character has.
Listen, 6 is the just master of putting you in a situation.
Yes, exactly.
That is what this character
You're
does.
going to guess. Okay, but great throw. Excellent. Oh, my God. I don't know. I don't know which side.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Ambiguous.
Armor, he just backed off. He's like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to check out your CD, your SoundCloud. I don't need none of that.
Hands to myself. I'm fine. Okay, nice. Keeping the spacing here, looking for the opportunity. All right, nice dive in. EX goes for the overhead attempt and continues the pressure.
Yeah, and Real Life fine with just guarding up at the moment, not trying to get blown back, was at the wall, and you know that Skybound Art does enough if it was canceled into. Yeah, I like this Real Life patience.
Yes, absolutely. You know, because 6 just needs one excellent combo here. Oh, boy. All right, so side swap calls out the spot dodge there, going to carry to the corner and get the kill anyways for it. Blast the mask off.
It was real important for Real Life to just see what options Gandito did off of the skill,
right,
so that he knew when to use the armor move.
Yeah, 6 has a lot of options, especially off that Rekka approach. Will it be overhead? Will it go for the low? Oh my goodness.
Out the skies, but Real Life is hemmed up at the moment. Late Tech gonna be able to still keep the damage the same. Overhead block and gave the turn back to Gandito.
Oh, Perry, long one out there, and you caught you walking forward, huh?
Don't you do it. Triple thrust into the corner, but the wake-up parry said, I got one too.
Yep, parry on parry here. Okay, nice little flip kick. Now you're nice inner. Okay,
yes,
that's what you were fishing for. Got it, got it.
Looking to reel him in is Real Ice. Missed the connection there. That's okay. Still got some damage down. Real Ice with the neutral jump. Wow.
That was a big neutral jump. And jump L, we take it, but you're going to connect with this one here. Oh, no! It's still out. Okay.
And Gandito, yeah.
So no animation activated on it. That's why the fireball interrupted. Had there been an animation, we could erase that fireball, and we'd have that opposite story. But Gandito clutching out.
Clutching out, but Real Ice still on match point. Looking to punch a ticket in the top 8.
Yes.
All right. We see the patience here. I mean, as we get closer and closer, you know, to and go through these top 8 qualifiers, you're going to see a lot of these players playing patient, right? Because you don't want to overextend and give it all away.
No, absolutely not. All right, the X thrust, carry to the corner. The pressure begins. Overhead attempt again, getting blocked. You know, realize really fishing for an overhead, but it's not biting for Gandito. Just relaxing, able to block.
You know, Gandito hasn't really eaten a lot of throws for that overhead to be much of a threat, and I respect Real Life for going for it, but you got to think maybe a couple more throws would have opened Gandito up more.
Right, absolutely. I couldn't agree more with that one. Nice spacing. That 2U really trying to reach.
Oh, here's the cancel into the Skybound art. Man, well, how come this Skybound art looks like a Super Skybound art? They just were like, if you're paying money, we're going to make it look
They're
good.
like, look, we're going all the way for the following characters that are coming out. And you know what? I fully embrace it.
Yeah,
6 looks so cool. Vera, I can't wait for. And you know what? Granblue is in a wonderful spot right now.
Really, really good spot. Just like Gandito, taking it to game 3,
Yes.
surviving the Real Ice patience, and Real Ice says, no more patience, I'm going in. 2M into a conversion, but gets thrown.
You know, I think if you're too patient against 6, it still gives 6 the opportunity to take the advantage. I mean, you have to prevent 6 from taking actions because 6 is safe on so many options.
And will catch you whiffing, too, if you try to punish on the safe stuff.
Yeah, yes, he will. Oh, nice block, side swap.
That side swap was really important. Gandito getting the tick throw, running through the offensive options. Real Ice, great check.
Yes.
The patience there is still playing off, but Real Ice needs to get in front with the life lead.
Oh, okay, tried to spot dodge, expecting a reaction there from Real Ice. Real Ice still executing. Okay. Air fireball does connect.
Yo, look at these wall facts. This is just waiting and wishing you would press a button.
Like, go for it. I dare you. And you know what? I gotta appreciate from Gandito being patient because, you know, just because you got Zeta backed into a corner, that does not mean the game is over. Still one touch away, low, but no confirm.
Life bar flashing, one skill will do. Real Ice is on last legs for this round. Gandito gets a match point with the dive kick. And this character got all the cool options. Dive kicks, shadow clones, Gen Agent. Like, what else do you want? Air fireball?
Yep, got that too. We're good.
Got everything you need.
Can I get a DP as well?
Stop.
Is that too much? Okay.
Stop.
All right.
Not like this.
What if we went straight up?
No.
Okay, the overhead, it's a whiff throw. Big opportunity here for Real Ice, trying to turn things around.
What a check from Gandito. Just wake up lights. I mean, that is the confidence that once you feel good, you're going to start seeing more and more. Great stand block from Real Ice taking that turn back.
Yeah, you know, as they say, closed mouths don't get fed. And, you know, when you wake up, you got to try to take your turns, especially as 6. The momentum is in your favor.
2M at the proper range. Real Ice, though, I mean, the momentum's on Gandito's side. Absolutely.
Yes. Right, air to air. Just blocking. No. Overhead does connect. Not a counter hit, though. Another one attempted.
There it is.
Oh, my God.
Real Ice run up overhead, making it do.
And you know what? Earlier, I was hearing from Monkey Business. Likely, oh no, we'll see if this kills, but likely when someone does it to you several times, that's going to be the thing that hits them. But unfortunately, just because you got the one overhead doesn't mean that sends it all home. Gandito finishes it up with the Super Skybound art in a dramatic fashion.
Yeah, you see the love right there between the two players. Like, obviously, both of them wanted to win bad.
Yes.
But, you know, I love this part of it, too, because, you know, Gandito's telling them, like, hey, look, you did really well. Here's where I really got you. And that shows the spirit and kinship between the East Coast players. And that's really what makes the scene strong.
Yes, the scene is strong because they do genuinely care. And honestly, look at already standing up on the chair, beating the chest. You know, that is East Coast culture right there. But of course, also the Granblue community is such a family. They all want to see everybody grow. Everyone get better because, you know, we are a tight-knit community. We did come through a really tough struggle. That pandemic did not do great for this game. But you know what did? The players coming through and really shining, you know, and that right there is a perfect example. Taking you aside for a second, hey, this is what you could do to beat me next time.
Yeah, the people really made it happen, and I could not wish anything better for this community because it just started out in the roughest of rough situations. But we made it. We're here, and we're enjoying it, and so win or lose, I cannot say how much I've enjoyed seeing everyone go at it and just really enjoy the game in an offline setting, in the optimal setting.
Yes, oh my goodness, it's been wonderful. And you know what? It's been wonderful to be here with all of you at the event and in the stream. And in fact, you know what? Unfortunately, getting canceled twice is not cheap.
It's definitely not cheap.
We're asking for a smidgen of help. If you could check out ceogaming.org and go to that merch section right there. You can even scan the QR code and support the new venture that Jabali has going on, Jabali Fried Chicken, and be really appreciated. They have delicious treats, including chicken tendies. I know there's a shortage. That's because Jabali took them all. I'm sticking with that story.
And speaking of stories, if you want to kickstart a success one, panda.gg/control to check out their infinitely customizable controller. It is coming soon in 2022. One of the fantastic things that I'd love to see is that Panda is always trying to optimize how you play the games you love, and this controller is the next step. It's built for the future. It comes with incredible features that you see on the screen. So go to panda.gg/control if you want to get in on this amazing piece of hardware.
Yeah, people certainly do believe in it because $1 million was hit for that Kickstarter in the first day. And you know what else people believe in? That 10.0 series. You know, 10.0 has some good Aztec and merch. You check out that QR code. Look at the art right here. Honestly,
gorgeous.
I'm thinking about the Xiao Yu or the Jin Kazama.
Yo, I'm looking at that Armor King.
Oh,
that
yeah,
is,
Armor King is looking pretty nice, too. Regardless, though, they have plenty of new designs out there. They even got some stickers as well. Definitely check out the 10.0.gg merch store for all your favorite paraphernalia, including stickers and T-shirts and other stuff that 10.0 offers.
And what better way to wear some fantastic tech and gear than a new tournament coming from Tom, who, if you don't know, runs TNS, helps run CEO, and has been on the grind since the very beginning and will continue to grind with Festival of Fights in 2022, February 3rd through 6th on the West Coast in lovely California. So if you want to get away from the cold, if you're in the northern side of things, perfect place to go. $7,000 in pot bonuses. Go register at smash.gg/FOF 2022, or you can learn more at festivaloffights.com.
Yes, and if $7,000 was enough for you, let's double it,
I
right?
mean, why not? Why not? And then throw another 1K on top.
Right, 1K on top of it. Don't worry, that's on us. You know, check it out. DreamHack Anaheim, out in California once again, the 11th through the 13th. Make an extended vacation.
Why not?
Go
to both.
Right? Go to both. You can afford it. You just won 7K, and 15K is on the way. Guilty Gear Strive, Smash Ultimate, Melty Blood, Type Lumina. Y'all deserve this one. And Smash Bros. Melee will be there. Go register right now, /DHANA22 on Smash GG.
If you want to warm up for both DreamHack and Festival of Fights being an offline tournament, then check out local hosts, Austin, Bakersfield, Denver, Fullerton, North Brunswick, Oceanside, Philadelphia, and St. Louis, running 4 of the best fighting games we have on Wednesdays. If you saw CEO, couldn't make it out to CEO, but like, yo, I want some offline action, local host is leading the front of the pack of bringing offline back.
Yeah, and you know what else is coming back? These hitbox controllers. They've been around, and they are coming back with a vengeance. You got that cross-up controller right there, which is really fascinating, right? Because it gives you that additional, touch into the hitbox world, right? Gets you acclimated to the idea of it. Saves you from carpal tunnel as well, too, with your relaxed position here. In fact, Diaphone is a cross-up user. And you know what? Zombie, as you've seen, plays with the hitbox controller. We've seen them all over the place. Check out hitboxarcade.com/CEO for more info right there. Even the Smashbox. You see that sucker?
Those things cannot stay in stock, by the way.
Yeah.
They go as soon as they're back in stock, they're off the shelf. So really, hit up the URL, check out hitboxarcade.com/CEO, and see if Hitbox is for you. I guarantee you're probably going to really like it. It's a fantastic controller.
Yes, it is. All right, and then last but not least, you getting a little snacky right now?
I am.
You know, it is getting late. Well, guess what? The OP bar. No gluten, no dairy. There's no soy. OP overpowered bars. They're designed for gamers for better performance while being made from healthy ingredients. I mean, it's got a unique blend of superfood ingredients and nootropic stack, and it's designed to keep you elevated cognitively with no jitters or crash later, making it the most OP, that is, overpowered gaming supplement. And you know what else? You can use promo code CEO10 for 10% off at overpowered.gg. That's OVRPWRD.gg.
Trying to eat good out here. And speaking of eating good, we're having a fantastic feast of Granblue action, and it's only halfway done. We've still got loser side of top 16 to run through, and unlike on the winner side, you got one shot. And that's it. That's all you get.
Seize the opportunity. Will you catch it, or are you going to let it slip? Skyfars away.
You've been playing for 20 months.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
But it went by as such a flash. But you know what? It's culminated to this right here. Cagliostro out there, Charlotta as well.
Zammu versus Zerom, one of the most patient Charlottas I've ever seen in my life. Like, if I could ask Zerom one question only, it's why Charlotta? Because you don't play like a Charlotta
Right,
player.
right.
But you're doing well, clearly, because you're in top 16.
Ooh, sometimes the greatest offense is an excellent defense here, but you know what? Granblue does not care, wants to keep it going, pressure on, traps laid out. Nice 2L to shut down the trap, but we still got teleports.
Setting out those webs there, but Zerom taking that turn, getting a nice tick throw. Zerom really, really keen on using that tick throw, but the standing dodge on the hands and the teleport out. Granblue says, I need my time.
All right, nice. 5H into Skybound Art. Excellent. Oh, low. No extension after, no confirm after rather, but we got it. The hula dude.
Yeah. Just a little extra hit stun to make sure, you know, like, all right, I'll confirm off of this one. I'm good to go.
That was a little too far from me. I don't like that. It's got to be flashier.
You know, listen, both of these players have a lot on mind, but
Yes.
Granblue, after calling out the entire community, I mean, the pressure is magnified. There's a couple of 2Ls there from Zerom. The delayed overhead on the Demon Flip. That teleport out. Granblue's so good at that, but Zerom with the chase down. Where you going? Let me talk to you.
All right, here we go. Another throw from Zerom here. Nice. One more. All right, not going to go for it. That's a great dodge. Another throw would have done it right there. I almost expected one.
Almost.
Oh my God. The psychic. You heard the new type chime, right?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Zerom taking us to battle 3 for game 1. And you know what? If Zerom takes this, the pressure is even more magnified for Granblue.
Yeah, this is crazy right now because you know what? Like I keep saying, Granblue has not lost a tournament. Has been a champion throughout this entire
Everyone
year.
they've entered.
Yeah, so we'll see here.
With the stagger pressure. Teleport back. Granblue looking to create space and just keep Zerom away, saying, sir, please, we're still in the pandemic. I just need some room.
This is why I play this character, trying to stay healthy. Oh my, that could have. Okay, we just keep it going.
Absolutely. Look at the trap setup.
Yeah.
Granblue counting on Zerom attempting to chase down, and the health is whittling away.
Yeah, constantly chipping. Yo, Skybound Art, let's take this round. All right, that's the first one right there.
Yeah.
First game, Zombie.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? The
There's the
friendly
hug.
coaching here
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Ebonic Plague, of course.
Clearly,
just giving a hug.
clearly not biased.
Show
Okay, Ed got back
us.
coming in. You know, getting the tendons
Shoulder
loose.
rubs.
Sometimes you know you gotta relax a little bit. You know, you look a little stiff. You want
Right.
to make sure you're good to go. But a couple of words from Ed, and we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Gambito didn't get up and break his neck. You know, we saw that last night, just breaking people's necks.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. Oh my goodness. Well, Zerom has one more shot at it, at least extending this set. Granblue looking to march on into top 8. However, Zerom still in and locked in. The overhead neutral jump, but I got a flash kick for you.
the holy ladder. We're gonna come up there. You can't get books at the top shelf without a ladder, right? Okay, holds the traps and another holy ladder.
Zerom got all the books right now. The reads are out of this world. Granblue finally getting a low conversion here, pushing Zerom back to the corner, throwing out some rocks.
Oh,
The trap's deleted. Zerom like, yo, get these out of here.
what is this?
Trying to soar.
Okay, good patience, holding the guard. Nice 2L. Another one. Wow, no risk whatsoever. The distance that hits.
Oh my goodness, just EX, Blanca ball. There's the tick throw coming out for Zerom. Loves to do it. EX hands, you gotta hold that. The neutral dodge not working out. Chip damage applied. Zerom with first blood in game 2.
Yes. All right, excellent adjustment. Whatever Ed Got Bad had said, worked. It's like, hey, buddy, you're doing great. Don't worry about it. No stress. That's all it was.
No stress, no mess. Zerom trying to clean it up and send us into game 3.
Okay, super jump out. Okay. Good challenge. Traps are on deck. You're going to have to wait your turn. Oh, my. Did get opened up with a counter hit. We all saw it. Nice throw.
Gets the jump in, gets him with the low. There's a flash kick again. Zerom using invincible properties there. Looking to advance forward. The cake knife comes out. Zerom trying to get a slice.
All right, nice deep cross up. But Zombie ready to block. There's another trap out there. Hold this corner. Oh, yes. That will hit.
Yes, it will.
All right, way to steal your turn back with that Skybound Art and get out of the corner there. Destroy a trap. So much versatility with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, the rock.
Not talking about Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
either.
not knowing what's cooking.
Absolutely not. Zeron trying to finish the plate. Staggered, couple of hits, but Zombo's still in this. That Super Skybound art can immediately turn this into Battle 3.
Yep, there's EX Spear. Gonna play the distance game. Traps are set.
How do you approach here?
I mean, look at this. We're slowly waiting for that meter to rise up. We see the slow approaches here, being defensive, picking and choosing. It's going to be a factor in a second.
Look, if it turns into a double chip situation,
15 seconds, though.
I like Zombo's favor and goes in for the teleport finish. That was bold.
Oh, yes, absolutely bold. I mean, you had to make a move. 15 seconds left on the clock, and the life lead is in Zeron. So, I mean,
that is such a mental stunner, too. Like, Zeron is on the back foot immediately because Zombo's feeling himself. Got a match point as well.
It's that mental stack. You're thinking about other things here, and, you know, you're worried about trying to survive until time runs out. Zombie is thinking on a different level of how to open you up and get in.
Okay, Zeron taking the turn back, jumps out of the way of the teleport. Here we go, Zeron needs this. The big jump in here has the corner pressure as well with the standing dodge frame kill. Great tech on the throw, gets a side switch. Oh my goodness, he's all over him. These potatoes are definitely not mashed.
No, definitely not. Wait a minute, that is Skybound art. And it will close it out. 2-0, Zombie.
Yeah, that was, I mean, that was the performance that Zombu obviously wanted to have. Certainly didn't want to go down the loser side at all.
No.
Zeron, though, played that incredibly well.
Yes.
But the round that the bold teleport in from Zombu that happened, it's just such a mental, like, it's one of those things where you don't even have the time to mentally reset because the next round is already starting, right? And it's just a complete momentum changer.
Yeah, you know, Granblue is so interesting when you think about the mental stack that is involved in this game. It's not your traditional, like, tag fighters where you have multiple things on the screen going on at once. You have multiple situations that can all happen, and it's like a 33% shot that you're going to be right in those situations. So CAG has a trap here, or a sky trap. Oh no, CAG has a rock charge.
Teleport.
But I see that, teleport. There's the clock. I got 10 seconds to survive. I just should block, right? Or get the hit. I don't know, and then you freeze. Too many options, you freeze.
It can overload you really quickly, and that's just the beauty of the game. The speed of it, as you said, comes in the number of situations you can be in within like 3 seconds. It's pretty wild.
It's a simple neutral game, right? But then there's the layers of the thought process, and that's why this game is so great.
It's fantastic stuff, and we're going to get to see more of it. Alex Smith coming up to deck against Merp. So, I mean, we're going to get to see another Cagliostro go at it, and another Charlotta.
Yes. Alex Smith definitely put on a great show last night and has continued to put on a great show throughout the weekend as well. Merp, same thing. You know what's interesting is that we've seen so many of these faces online, and you know, it's great to see Alex Smith jumping in because, you know, a Fable player, right, has a resume in plenty of different fighting games and brings that to the table here, which is great because this game, like we had just said, such a neutral, heavy game.
Very much
Alex Smith is definitely a champion of neutral in the games that he plays.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's why you kind of you pick Charlotta, right? Because if you're a champion of neutral, then you know how to disrespect it.
Yes.
And it's worked out. Alex Smith, a very, very, very good Granblue player. So is Merp, and that's why they're sitting here at top 16, looking to find a way into top 8. And look, we're at the point now where there's like truly only killers left. Like there's no easy match anymore.
No, not at all. Like seriously, this is like the culmination of the top 8 of East Coast Ronin Rumble and the West Coast Ronin Rumble, but we did mash it together. It is the top 16. Finally,
in the optimal environment as well. I mean, this has been a long time coming for this game. I'm so happy to be able to see it. And you know what? I almost don't. You don't want it to end, right?
No.
Like you just want the sets to keep going and be able to just enjoy it. But we are going to have plenty more. This is still top 16 of Granblue Fantasy Versus here at CEO 2021. Shout out to everyone hanging out with us to watch some good old Granblue because it's been a great time all weekend long.
Yes, it's been a real treat to be able to see all these faces. And, you know, again, I keep saying it, names to faces. It's been like being able to meet Origin Tree in person. I think that's been the topic of the entirety of this event. Like, who knew? Like, we knew Origin Tree was a nice guy, but like oh my goodness. Actually a nice guy.
Really, really super nice guy.
Wow.
Loves the community, loves the players. So, willing to talk about anything about the game and just a genuine joy to be around. So big ups to Origin Tree.
And that's just a recurring theme for all the players of Granblue. Like, yes, you got Gandito talking smack, right? But in the same sentence, still turns around and gives you that advice, helps you out, wants to make sure you're having a good time, wants to make sure that Granblue is put in the best place possible, and every player has been doing that this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you why the community stayed together as it did, right? Because the people in it really did care about one another, really did show one another like, hey, look, we're in this terrible scenario, but we're going to make it through.
Yes, we all believe in this game. We want to show you exactly why we believe this game. And tonight, you are definitely seeing that. Here we go, Alex Smith and Merp. Nice start here with the Cagliostro. Going to put Alex Smith in the corner here. The significant strike in Merp's favor so far.
Here we go, Alex Smith looking to get in and stay in. That's the game plan. Yeah. Easier said than done.
Okay, not going to work. Holy Ladder, Helm Split. Has to put to the corner. Okay, the Abare 2L.
Oh, empty low. Wow. Alex Smith getting a little tricky with it, but immediate disrespect from Merp.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wasn't able to block the other side, got caught and put into the Skybound Art situation.
That is certainly a situation you don't want to be in, but Merp's situation is looking really good here. Getting that first blood, so pivotal, especially in these high-powered matches.
Oh, whip throw, going unpunished. Nice push back into the corner, EX hands. Oh, ready.
Yeah.
Absolutely ready for that Psychic Teleport.
But again, we see Merp there with the disrespect. Throw punish from Alex Smith. Puts Merp into the corner. Medium coming through. The overhead register wide open, and we're taking all the cash.
Look at that right there. The spin cycle is represented right here. Another game for Charlotta. 1-1 here in the round count.
Going into battle 3, and you know what, Alex Smith with a little bit of momentum on their side, but Merp has been able to stop most of it. EX Blanca ball, and now Merp back in the corner. When is the teleport going to be pulled? Will Alex Smith be ready?
Okay, nice. Oh, tried to see that preemptively jumped up. Knew that was coming. Unfortunately, just a smidge too early there for Alex Smith. Great awareness here of the trap. Great dodge. Let's keep it out with the spear and put you right into the corner. Nice run into this. It's your fault.
Yo, the counter hit and conversion from Merp locked all the way in, and that did a grip.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Yo, that was big.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, did that really happen? I just need to, hey, did you get hit with the skybound? Yeah, I did, bro. I did.
That's one of the things where you got to look somewhere else other than the screen to get confirmation that what I saw just happened.
Yeah. I mean, if that actually happened, right? The conversation's like, yo, come here. Did I actually hit you with the skybound art?
Yeah.
I did?
Like, did that kill? That
killed you. Look at that.
Look at
that's crazy.
What happened?
And calling a TO over, like, yeah, just killed me.
Calling another Charlotta over, like, yo, I mean, I don't know.
Why did I die?
Like, I was playing the game and then I wasn't. Like, I don't understand what happened.
Yeah. All right, so Alex Smith trying to get some notes on this Cagliostro play right now. Asking for the coach.
And Merp kind of just chilling. I mean, you know, if I was Merp, I'd be like, no, you're going to run the set right now, but
Idly needed a conversation, man. What's going on?
What's
over here?
What's happening here?
What are you going to do? No, you can't do that.
No.
By the way,
that's not going to work. That's not going to work.
Definitely plus.
I'm certainly plus there.
On everything. All of my moves are plus now.
Patch just came through.
Sorry. Nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Side Games wanted a great event today.
Gotta talk to Side Games about that. It's out of my hands. We're going to get back into it. I mean, if you're Alex Smith, you know, it's one of those weird situations where we joke and say, oh, well, you're winning until you weren't. But, like, actually, he was winning until he wasn't. Merp just found the right situation to take the chance to disrespect and turn the tables on Alex Smith.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I take it on the chin, kind of move on at this point. You're like, you know what? An accident happened. I won't let it happen again. I mean, but that's the thing. This game, one slip up, it can really cost you. All right, nice tech. Couple traps up in the sky here.
With the EX hands, goes for the whole thing. Merp just chilling, reading some, some philosophy or something, and then immediately strikes like a viper out of nowhere and converts. My man turned about 5 chapters in and was like, oh, we're playing the fighting game. My bad. Let me hit a button.
I was mesmerized. I was watching Cagliostro read the entire. I didn't even realize that Cagliostro. I thought there was something wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Man,
like
it must
your control disconnect. Wait,
no, wait. Oh, fighting games. Right, I'm back in there. It was a really good chapter though. I had to finish
it was really good. Riveting read. Another riveting read right there for the trap. Hold another one up high and down low, but challenge with the Abare from Alex Smith.
EX in, nice punish there. Alex Smith still locked in despite being on the back foot, trying to even out that life lead. There's the pressure. Overhead connects, plus frames, but not a counter hit, so, gonna have to, push the old-fashioned way.
Caught him with the slicer there. Good spot dodge from the spear. Traps are out once again. This will juggle, will get the kill with the skybound art. Look at that, Merp. 2-0 against Alex Smith.
You hear the crowd. They definitely wanted Merp to get the W, and definitely does. Going to be moving on into top 8. That's game 2 looked like just a continuation of what was happening in game 1.
Right. I mean, especially that read, like just sitting in the corner reading the whole chapter.
Just. I'm gonna check this out, bro.
One more.
That's nice. Hey, what are you doing over there? Stop.
It's just gonna happen. Oh, hey.
Hey, that's weird.
I had no idea you were here. Anyways.
Well,
wow.
Where we are is continuing down into top 16. This has been some really good stuff. This is the type of series of sets that you go back and you watch again and again because the play has just been so strong and so good. And we're not done quite yet. We still got more contenders to go through. I see Neil Karsh up there.
Yes.
I see
Neil Karsh, should be Shuabu as well.
Yeah, so another 6 coming up to the table.
Yes.
Gonna be interesting. Like I said, that character got some stuff for sure.
Yes.
But Neil Karsh again, rocking the Catalina, gonna be able to lock down the neutral if you let him play around for too long.
Yeah, and you know what? This is going to be an interesting matchup because, 6 does have that after image shadow to come out there. It can really kind of mess around and manipulate how that approach is going to activate. And also, if you can really overwhelm Catalina, that's going to be helpful. But the catch being is that Catalina does have that invulnerable DP. So we'll see how that works in regards to like dive kicks. Does that fireball actually crush things out? Or is it going to be, a GameStop trade essentially? Like you're going to take more damage for attempting your air fireball than, what the DP damage is going to be.
Yeah, we're going to, again, any type of turn stealing option is going to really disrupt what 6 wants to make you do, which is guess over and over and over and over again until in range for the Skybound art kill. So if Neil Karsh gets the right reads and is able to force 6 into scenarios where it's like, okay, I got to approach, but now I got to be wary of 2M and 5M, and now I got to worry about, if the fireball is going to connect, I can't get into range to do my own air fireball to move in. It can get frustrating, and we'll see if Shuabu is even able to weave that field if they're put in it because, again, there are no easy matches left.
No,
this
is
really the tough stuff.
Again, another top 8 matchup right here. Shuabu.
Yeah.
Neil Karsh. I can't watch.
Loser side, because somebody's going to have to go home, right? You hate to see all these players working so hard and then end up just 9th place feels bad.
Yeah.
Like it does.
It does. And but for the first major for Granblue though, like
true. But at the same time, if you ask any of them, it's just like I was right there.
I'm going right to Frosty Frosty.
Immediately. I'm staying right outside the Westin. I will not move until it's time.
Yes. All right. Gotta make sure the buttons work out here. Test them out.
Oh, Gandito already up in Neil Karch's ear.
Yep.
Giving them all the frame data, everything that you could possibly. This is plus. Here's the OS for this.
I just looked up the dust loop. I swear that you could press here. I even looked at the joke notes. Those are hysterical. Okay, so here's a good one that I found.
Neil Karch, like I don't see how that's going to help me right now, but
it doesn't. But I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. You might need a lap after this, depending on how it goes. So I just wanted to prepare you for that.
Yes. Okay, back to character select, still getting the coaching.
And my man Gandito is giving him line for line of the dust loop. Like, so, 5M, it's a pretty good button, 6 likes to run it. You got to be careful of it, and
6 is safe here. Safe here as well. Oh, yeah, 6 is safe there. Oh, gosh.
6 is pretty
is just
safe,
pretty
actually.
Safe. I'm
I'm scrolling through the rest of this, and I'm not seeing any negatives here.
Honestly, why don't you just play?
Yeah, you might want to just queue up for the mirror match at this point. I don't know what's going to happen. No, sticking with Catalina? All right.
All right, you know, that's your choice,
That's
honestly.
your choice, bro.
Yeah,
I tried to help. I'm out.
I wouldn't if it were me.
I'm
I
in
wouldn't,
top 8,
but,
so
hey,
good luck.
Do you, you know? You know, that's the other trick. You know, mind games, right? What if you're setting up Neocards for failure?
Yo, the betrayal at the end.
Just the wry spot, the look, you know, the look down,
Look
the smile.
down.
Like,
It was me.
I did it.
Gandito.
Gandito.
We're going to get into it. This is going to be really good. Catalina versus 6. Neokarsh versus Shuabu. Another, like you said, top 8 in any other tournament. Easy.
Yes. And I'm loving every second of it.
Absolutely.
Here we go. The calm before the storm. In the zone, these players go.
No intros, all business. I'm here to get the job done.
Yeah, we're going to be using that EX Fireball and regular just Air Fireball Claw just to avoid Catalina Fireballs. That's how you combat the Fireball war here.
Oh, caught him looking with a counter hit. Neokarsh already hemmed up in the corner. Big damage.
Ooh,
oh, that was a good block.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. All right, other side here, Neokarsh has the opportunity. Goes for armor, backdash there. Biding our time here. Shubu doesn't have to risk anything. Yeah, here we go. Found the opening.
The stagger backing off after the low.
Yeah,
Neokarsh has Super Skybound available, but you got to do a little bit more if you want that to kill.
Yeah, okay, finally able to get that confirmed. One more mix will do it, or we could just chip it out. I don't know.
I mean, Shubu is really in the driver's seat. Can happen any way that they want. Parry through the fireball, get that mess out of here.
Use the EX Fireball. That's kind of risky right there, too, because you remove that option for later, but you still close out. That's the important thing. And positive note, you took the majority of the space in the stage, so you didn't have to worry about corner. You could be a little bit more risky.
Absolutely. Shubu going right back in to pick up where they left off. Air Fireball, Neokarsh just hemmed all the way up, and no DP yet.
Yeah. Not a one. And I mean, it's so hard to find those gaps in 6's pressure to risk the DP.
Speaking of DP, here's the double for your troubles. Neokarsh with the empty low. No full confirm.
Okay, EX wasn't expecting it. Nice throw, even, and the challenge from Neokarsh into immediate skybound for a chunk of damage here. Gonna take the life lead.
You gotta send a message early to Shuabu that I'm going to challenge buttons that aren't real, and then the run up, crouching light, checking the toes of Shuabu. Neokarsh answering back. Here we go into battle 3.
All right, nice EX Fireball. Goes for the backstage area, doesn't it? Hey, I'm up here now.
I'm just here.
It's you and me, 3 minutes of pain. No, I'm fine up here.
I'm good. I'm actually good. Speaking of good, that jump in was extra good. Neokarsh working Shuabu into that corner.
All right, EX back once again. 50% health, though. You have to make moves at this point. Neokarsh is the one that can delay.
2M stagger. Neokarsh, I like this, just hitting the brakes, recognizing the life lead is such an important skill at all levels of fighting games, and you see it here. Neokarsh getting the confirm, and that's all he was waiting for. Low risk, high reward.
Yes, absolutely. You know, you see those reasons like you're talking about. If you're watching that life lead, all right, well, I have all the time in the world, and I have a full bar. My opponent has a full bar. They're the ones that have to win. They're the ones that have to make the approach. And look at the Neokarsh. Murder face Neokarsh out here.
Only just that is the eyes of someone that have him on the prize.
Yes.
He wants top 8 and doesn't care about anything else.
Yes. Hungry for it. Gonna try to make it
challenge at close range.
Guts. Right there, especially against 6 no less.
Yeah.
Right? Your blocks. Really well aware here. Neokarsh. Taking your time once again, dude. Not rushing into things because 6 will overwhelm you and smother a lot of options.
That's true. Both for the throw afterwards. Shuabu starting to add some more layers to the offense.
All right. Not lose quite yet. The run up. DP. It's the first time we've seen that on Wake Up.
Goodness, the forward throw, making sure they get all the way out the corner. Neokarsh with Super Skybound available. Oh my goodness, a heavy confirm. Goodbye, sir.
This
Hats off
turns
to you.
around immediately. Just all the marbles dropped.
My man's hit him with that 5H in the chest and took off the whole upper half. Said, we're going to cut all the way through this. We're just going to hit a clean break and all the air out the lungs.
All right, there's another EX going to back off here. Hold the air fireball, late tech, so Shuabu continues the pressure. Unique action from 6. Spot dodges here. Okay, challenge to run up.
Stuff from Shuabu. Has that corner pressure. Neokarsh stuck at the moment. Gets juggle, reset. Neokarsh keeping it clean so far.
Yes. All right, nice. Little delay right there. Keeps pushing. I mean, look at this. Shuabu is looking real nice. Trying to return around back to Neokarsh here. Trying to keep alive. EX over to the corner.
Oh, what a low check from Neokarsh. That was brave. Shuabu had a hit there, but no confirm. Neokarsh hanging around. This could get dangerous. Neokarsh getting opened up low. Shuabu, it was a reversal of what we saw earlier. Shuabu with the life lead saying, yo, I do not have to risk anything anymore. You're in my realm.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? We're going to see more and more of that as this top 16 whittles down to the top 8 because they're hungry. Like I said, they want this. Who doesn't? A ring moment, an opportunity to get the belt. Who's going to grab it? Shuabu is working their way towards getting closer.
There's a stagger here. Sending a message to the dome. Shuabu saying, I'm a twerk on you a little bit. I'm going to get a little loose. I'm going to cross these arms.
All right, get challenged out. You know, don't celebrate too early yet, though, Shuabu.
Yo, hold up.
We
saw that counter hit damage from Catalina in the corner. That ain't changed, but what has is the game count. Shuabu taking us into a pivotal game 3. Yo, Gandito already up in Neokarsh. Don't even worry about it. She ain't even got all that kind of back anyway. That twerk was weak. We ain't even trying to see none of that.
Facts. Look here. Let me show you a thing or two. I found this other great line on the dust loop.
Neokarsh like, please. Just
Gandito, please. I'm trying to make top 8.
I'm trying to make top 8. I know you made it. I would like to be there too. Can I get any good facts? No, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, I found this on the back of a Laffy Taffy. It was, you gotta see this.
The Snapple Cap said, you make all the possibilities that you earn. I don't know what that means, but I thought I'd share it.
Seems great. Really enlightening. All right, so full screen situation. We're trying to get enlightened as to who's going to open up with the first round.
Yeah, Neokarsh trying to see that path of the ray of light in the encroaching darkness of Shuabu. Has the life lead, though.
Yep. Neokarsh doing well. About to get that Skybound art. That meter is built. Oh, call out the sweet waiting of that. Oh, that could have been it.
That could have been it. No confirm, though. Neokarsh.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that is a 1-2 buckle my shoe combo if I've ever seen it. And now Neokarsh, another set point.
You know what it was? Shuabu didn't do the guard buff. You got to do the guard buff.
Yeah, you gotta rev up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. You do actually gain at least 15% damage buff if you do that. So
here we go.
Folks at home, you might not be aware.
Gotta pay attention because Shuabu, this might be the last time you see him in this tournament specifically.
Yeah.
Neokarsh 1 round away from getting into that top 8.
All right. Delay goes for the EX fireball there. Oh, man. Nice EX dive. Oh, goes low this time. It's been a long time since we've seen low out of that record.
And this is the scenario where you want to start pulling out the old options, right?
Yes.
The stuff that might have disappeared.
Oh my God. This could be a real problem here because you know what? When you're on the ground, it's not going to break out of the combo, so you can keep going and going and going.
Neokarsh swinging out after the Grenadian, but the EX fireball chase down from Shuabu. Last game, last round.
Okay, that was beautiful right there, and so smart on Shuabu's part because you know what? Until that meter runs out, if you're grounded, there's no combo limit. I'm sorry, that does not exist here.
Oh, we're taking that all the way out, but Neokarsh is looking to continue another set point, but this time Shuabu has one too.
Yes. All right, about even on health, just taking the first significant hit here. Finally, Shuabu returning and answering.
Oh my goodness, the whip punishes. Shuabu locked all the way in, heat-seeking normals.
Okay, Skybound Art, Rising Moon here. All right, the moon is high for Shuabu.
That could have been it. Neokarsh has one more mistake before it's all over.
Yeah, there's the dodge. Gonna hold his EX. Doesn't want to go for dive this time. Wanted Neokarsh to go for the DP right there.
Neokarsh actually hasn't really pulled the EXDP trigger at all, but the heavy punish on the parry attempt.
Yes, and look, we're in the corner. This is the scary position to be in. We've lost ground. Obviously, you do have life lead. You are chipping away. You do succeed.
Oh, the patience game from
so-
Shuabu. Listen, Shuabu might have had that life lead, but as you said, if Catalina got that heavy counter hit,
Yeah.
Shuabu was dead.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? Like, that's when the tension starts getting tighter and tighter, and eventually you're going to crack. Like, that is, it's scary to be in that situation when you know your back's against the wall and Catalina is fully loaded on the opposite side.
Yeah, absolutely. So great stuff to Neokarsh from pulling it all the way back because
yes.
Shuabu fought against him so hard, and Neokarsh turned the tables. But then, unfortunately, I mean, it was just one of those things where Shuabu slowly got that mental calm down, got back into the flow of things, and then split the tables back around again.
You know, sometimes taking that full space, that full screen scenario is like that mental reset for you, right? If you're feeling a little shaky, you want to stall out, you know, like Justin Wong says, you know, hey, you know, I'm taking a moment because I know I'm going to open you up again.
Yeah.
This neutral, I'm the king of neutral here in this match. It's me, not you. And you know what? We were conditioning the walk forward, right? Because Neokarsh kept walking, and was not ready. It's just a simple, unique action from Shuabu and Six to send out that clone. So, great set, but next, look who we got back. Everybody has a target on this individual's back.
Oh my goodness.
Zombie Moon.
Versus Ed gone back. Oh no, Real Ice.
Real
Excuse
Ice.
me. I couldn't see
Real
who the
Ice.
other person was. It is Real Ice. That's going to be a Zeta versus a Cagliostro. It's going to be really interesting, right? Because Zeta obviously has some range, but Cag, I mean, the range is as far as she wants to go. So, you know, Zombu has the eyes on the prize for top 8 and needs this last match to get into it. I really do wonder, because Real Ice went down to Gandito, right?
Right.
Won the Zeta Mirror, but lost to 6. So Real Ice you're in a situation where you lose 1-2, and you won game 1, and you're like, man, I should really be in winner side top 8.
Right.
Zombu entered the tournament thinking, I should really be in winner side top 8. Neither one of them are going to get it, but what they can achieve is a spot at least in that top 8 battle tomorrow.
Exactly. You know what? We are prepping up. They already erased all the pad players from existence on this console. So we're going to get this nice, spicy character select right here. Of course, Real Ice coming out here. You know what? Definitely the underdog in this matchup.
Yes.
The underdog to beat. Zombie, of course, you know, a little trip up the steps of victory. Still potential right there for Zombie to make it all the way to tomorrow, like you're saying. We'll see how this goes down because, you know what? We have proven at this point, since Zombie is in loser's side, Zombie can bleed.
Absolutely. I mean, look, went into the tournament and arguably best Granblue player in the nation, right? There's the likes of Tega as well up there, who obviously is an extremely good player in winner side top 8, so that speaks for itself. But Zombu came in with an agenda.
Yes.
Right? And so that agenda is still on, it's altered, but still on the table. Realize if you want in, this is what you have to go through, and it's not going to be a walk in the park.
And we see right there Gandito ready, primed and ready to give some hints, some additional Laffy Taffy jokes to Real Ice.
Yo, Real Ice, like, that did not help Neokarsh stay away from me. Stay away.
Please. All right, rock throw, nice roll through. All right, the traps are set. Ha, activated another one. Let's get the teleport, but no hit.
Ain't no Genzos on this field. Traps are going to fly left and right. And Zombu going to be setting them down, making sure that Real Ice has to navigate a minefield of danger.
Well, you know, just go through with the point of your spear. The tip of the spear is what is going to puncture this armor here. Pogo goes in. All right, nice. Traps are set again. That prevents a lot of options for Zeta's approach. Trying to bait out another, you know, zipping forward here. Forget about these traps on the ground, but we're beaming out here.
Oh, the teleport into the throw.
Yeah, going to keep that corner pressure. Now we have the opportunity for setups. Nice, caught low. Rock gets parried, doesn't care. 5H. Great thrust.
EX thrust through, Realize gets some momentum. Zambu's not cracking at all. Like, yo, I'm just gonna chill and let you do what you do. The armor doesn't come through to him, interrupt.
Yeah, interrupts those traps as well, too. That would have been so substantial for Zambu's game plan here. Oh, my goodness.
We're rolling through. Get those hazards out of here, and now Zambu in trouble. Wow, what a block from Realize, but still gets lit up. Zambu locked in. Sets up one last tap, one dabble do, but the whip throw punish from Realize.
So unfortunate. Already in block stun was realizing, you know, a little bit early on that throw from Zombie. A rare blunder from Zombie. Okay. Rush begins, gets the teleport, does hit, push you into the trap. Let's get the additional carry over to the corner with the spear. Yep, we'll wait. I got time.
I can wait. I'm good. You go ahead and finish up whatever you're doing.
Yes. Okay, there's one. Gonna keep it going.
Oh,
there's
my
two.
goodness.
Don't forget about these ones on the ground. I have a whole mess. Really, I need to start some spring cleaning, honestly. I got
I'm so sorry. I was not prepared to have company over. Just a bad situation.
Yeah, geez, this is so embarrassing.
This is why it's looking great for Zambu. There's the laser coming out from Zeta, but Realize pushed into the corner. Immediate teleport, side switch. Zambu getting that confirmed down, pushing Realize onto the other side, coast to coast.
All right, hold this trap. Nice back throw into the trap. Oh, goodness. All right, corner pressure begins again. Zambu looking really strong. Does get the finish with the EX spear.
It's so overwhelming to see Zambu just play unrestricted, right?
Yes.
Like, there's not a lot of things we're seeing Realize do at the moment to slow Zambu down. It's just scenario after scenario after scenario, and you get into a headspace, right? And when you're on the other side of the controller, when you're facing this situation after situation, that you like, well, nothing I'm going to do is going to work, so I'll try to block it all, and that's just when you get steamrolled.
Yeah, you know, you can only block for so long. You have to try to take some chances here. And you're right, like, it's tough because Zombie is covering a lot of opportunities here, but you can't just freeze up as well. Try your game plan, see what is actually getting countered. And once you start removing options from your repertoire, that's when things get scary for you.
And honestly, I think that's what Gandito told him, like, yo, just, like, take some risk and run your set, because right now it's all Zambu all the time. Yeah. And after this knockdown, we're going to see how Realize response gets thrown, and nothing is slowing Zambu down. He can smell the top 8.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Was able to block teleports earlier, and now Realize is starting to crack. That temperature is rising. We are in Florida. It's not going to be ice anymore. It's about to melt.
Yeah, that ice is in real danger. And I ain't talking about climate change. Talk about bracket shifting. Zambu looking to slide on up in the loser side top 8.
Yes. All right. Nice. Going to get another pickup with that trap. Hula hoop twice. Yeah, good call out on the throw. Pogo, but you're stuck. Again, the corner, you still got to throw. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, the parry, but you can't. Unfortunately, Cagliosha will teleport. Wrong side for you to get that hit. Combo limit is achieved. Zombie is now poised and ready to close this out. The same side teleport not biting.
Realize is hemmed all the way up. Looking to get fitted for a funeral suit. One last chance, one last dance. Realize is going to have to make this one count.
All right, has to block the thrust. What can you do?
I mean, it was almost a checkmate scenario.
Yeah, really. I mean, you could have attempted the Super Skybound Art to thrust right through, but still, that rock was right there to shut things down. It was that extra safety net for Zombie to make it into this top 8. And unfortunately, that is the end of the tale for Realize. We are melted down. This 70-degree weather could not maintain that freeze.
Couldn't do it at all, but you know what? Shout out to Realize to getting to this point. I mean, look, everybody in top 16 left a wake of bodies behind them, right?
Yeah.
Like, you went through so much to get here. It sucks not to get in the top 8, but at the same time, getting here was not an easy road.
Exactly. You made top 16 in this bracket. Over 200 players entered in Granblue, and this is one of the biggest collections we've ever had. I mean, this is the opportunity to show up, and yes, we've all known that Realize is an excellent player, and so is Zombie, but like, you've definitely proven your worth, and you're going to prove it even more later on this year. I mean, you have Frosty on the way. You have other events on the way as well, too. I mean, we are coming back slowly but surely. We will be coming back.
Oh, yeah. It's not the end. It's just the beginning for all of these fantastic Granblue players here and this community. So as we whittle things down, just remember this is the start of something fantastic for everyone who's enjoyed this game for 20 long months of wanting to get together, play this game just in optimal settings, and not just in the local format, because the locals have been lifeblood as they've been coming back, but to celebrate it from all over the globe.
Yes, absolutely. This is it's the reunion. You know, I said that earlier on another stream, that coming to this venue is definitely a reunion feeling, because, you know, it's your first time here at this venue, first time at CEO. It's a repeat return for me to drive back down this international drive, see the world's largest McDonald's across the street. It's, oh my goodness, like, it's real. I'm back. This is where stories begin, where moments are made and champions are made. So here we are. We have another match. Ed Gone Bad is back. Merp right up there.
Oh, this is, I mean, another Cagliostro, right? This character has been terrorizing the upper echelons of the bracket. But, again, Ed Gone Bad, I cannot state enough how well that he played last night.
Yes.
And obviously here getting to top 16, but this is the last chance for them, either one of these players, to get in. We know the crowd is in Merp's favor. We heard them roaring when they won earlier on stream. So I can only imagine the mindset that Ed Gone Bad is going in, knowing that, yo, I have the range, but also if I mess up, my health bar is not as buff as some other characters in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Cagliostro is definitely one of those problem characters. You know, a really strong trap character here. But, you know, Ed Gone Bad does have the tools with Matera to really kind of combat a lot of these setups that Cagliostro is going through. The only catch being is when Matera gets stuck in this corner. So we'll see if that happens, or will Ed Gone Bad keep this offensive pressure? I mean, look at this. Great start.
Great stuff from Ed Gone Bad, using both of those butterflies to get plenty of damage down. Here we go. EX Rainfall, butterfly setup. What's it going to be? Goes for the low. Merp is holding it together, but for how long? Ed Gone Bad not stopping, using all the meter, everything he's got to keep Merp on the back foot. Ed wants this round one bad.
Hey, easy. Whoa, whoa. Whoa!
My man Ed pulled out the handgun, the shotgun, the rifle, the rocket launcher, the grenade launcher. He was like, I'm shooting until I can't shoot no more.
All right. Well, let's see. Can Merp answer back? Reading the instructions. All right, how to dismantle every weapon in existence.
I need to know really, really bad. Let me change these books out real quick, because this one was not helpful.
This was not the one. Okay, side swap. This is the scary spot, right? But look, meter is almost primed and ready for Ed Gone Bad, fully loaded in a second here. All right, you have your reversal option. Yo, reaching though, you're gonna get caught. That hula hoop does connect. Nice dodge to the trap and the overhead.
And Ed is scrapping tit for tat right now with Merp. Every time Ed gets hit, he's trying to take that momentum back, but you gotta be careful. Cagliostro with that teleport can make you pay when you think she's in one place. She's in another, and there's a spear right where the sun don't shine. That's gotta sting.
Look, welcome to the castle that is Cagliostro. We are trying to set up the foundation of a victory into top 8.
Merp laying stone after stone down, and we're in battle 3. Let's see if Ed can rediscover some of that momentum they had in round 1.
Okay, great teleport, great tech, although a little bit late, but that's fine. We're not getting tossed in that trap.
There's the overhead, catching Merp, advancing forward. EX arrow, dodge. Rainfall comes down. No, put that away.
Oh, another one caught high twice. All right, go, hold this butterfly pressure. You know, just getting hit, caught, just here and there, and it's going to start adding up.
Merp is, I mean, they must be waiting to find a place to teleport, but Ed is giving you no quarter right now.
That is a round right there and a game here at Gone Bad.
Even Merp's like, okay, all right, man. Look,
I gotta take that.
I guess I hold it. You see Zamiru up there, you know, giving some Cagliostro advice in the matchup, saying, yo, okay, this is where you can maybe look for some opens if he's going to play like that, and maybe you can change some things. We saw flashes, right? Like, Merp took round 2, right, and did it pretty convincingly, you know. So, but Ed returned to form immediately in round 3, playing with that motivation to get into the top 8.
Yeah, you know, honestly, Ed is looking really strong right now. I mean, mean, that 10v10 was the thing. Like, if somebody is hungry for it, that's your proof right there. All right, so off into the corner. Bad situation here for Merp.
This left side of the screen has been pain for Merp, and Ed has not let him leave.
Hold this butterfly again. EX shots coming out.
Finally finds a way out.
Yeah.
I wonder if Ed gets Merp in that situation again. Does he start to go for throws?
Right. Okay, so we got the full juggle, full extension. Traps are set up. Nice low, the 2L.
This check slapping up Cagliostro right on top of the dome.
Yep. Okay, teleports away, but you're losing ground and fast. Hold on to these butterflies.
Here's the Lego sets. It's all blocks right now for Merp.
Okay, nice. Merp is doing pretty well defensively here, but we got to make something happen in a second because Chip will slowly become a factor. Low, teleports out, does find the answer. Check it out. Here's my studio from Ghibli. Cagliostro with the gold trophy for that one.
Pulls on him. That's a ton of damage. Ed on that in a lot of situations. Invincible reversal? No. Would have died for sure, but always a thought. Ed with the shot. The fadeaway as he was getting hit, but it was not enough. Merp coming out on top. That was super close.
A hair's breadth away. Okay. Great start here for Merp. I mean, it was close, though.
Yeah.
Edge of your seat close. Oh, excellent teleport away from Aerokar.
Don't want any parts of it. Hazard set up above. EX Arrow going to cut through all of that. The low. Ed gone bad. This time the right side of the screen. Maybe you didn't like the real estate over there. I got another venue, another apartment to show you.
Yeah, check out the east side over here. You know, we have a lot of new amenities, including light fixtures. Those will remain with the house. And Cagliostro said, I want the castle. Okay?
I really would like the castle. I'm good on this. Can we go back over there?
Yes, Ghibli, you know, real estate had a lot of good stuff. Honestly, the Totoro package is looking fantastic.
I'm really excited to see if Hal shows up.
Okay, nice full screen situation though. All right, Merp in a bit of trouble, has the resources, but Ed Gone Bad also has the resources. Traps.
Throwing out the rock here, but I mean, you got to know if you're Merp, that rock is not going to make it through in the X Arrow. However, gets the throw into trap, a continuation, and super skybound art will give Merp a needed game on the board. Pose on them. We're going into game 3.
Hold up. Pose. Pose.
This is a scrap fest for sure. But you know what? I like the fact that despite Ed seemingly losing the momentum, he's ready to fight right back again. And this is, I mean, that's the energy you have to bring whenever you really want to keep the opponent on the back foot. Merp, again, hemmed up in the corner. Butterflies flying. EX spent the throw. Finally comes out. Ed like, yo, you want to block? Cool. Let me give you something to think about.
Yes, you would not believe your eyes that 10,000 butterflies came out right now, but we're already getting tossed right out of the corner here. Merp reading the stories on how insects are created and the cocoons, they're about to get crushed.
Ed Gone Bad has a decision to make. How do you approach here? Got the bow and arrow, cool with just sniping in the background. Finally taps Merp, and the hazards disappear.
All right, jump in, does block the approach from Ed Gone Bad. Yikes, the read on the teleport there. Okay, Ed trying to maintain control.
The blocks here, teleport forward, nothing doing. Ed stopping that advance, jumping all the way over like, yo, I'm good, man. I'm just chilling. I'm just trying to do my thing.
Okay, has the rock out, ready, but do you get the opportunity to use it? Look at your
Ricky!
overhead.
Ed Gone Bad with a match point up against Merp.
Okay, this is the last shot that you have here. Does Merp turn it around? Oh my goodness.
Okay, Ed is locked in. Merp's gonna have to turn up the heat. There's the tick throw, finally starting to come through after a long time of hammering away at the guard.
Yep, no jump out, tried to go for the anti-air. Now we got the full screen approach. Nice counter from Ed Gone Bad. We got the clash and still.
Oh my goodness, and this is with butterflies. I think this might be it, Zero. They're gonna get the flip kicks, and you gotta quit.
Animation.
Yeah, it's a, no, the scaling, excuse me. Okay, hold on to your hats. There it is, Ed with the read on the teleport. What an intense set between these two players. I mean, this shows you the level of play that happens at Granblue. You're like, oh, the game is boring, every character the same, it's kind of combo. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
No.
If you saw what just happened on that screen, you will understand that it takes many levels of incredible type of gameplay to achieve a top 8 in this game. So if you think it's boring, then check your pulse because you might be dead.
Yeah, you might not be feeling the energy that we are feeling out here at all if you down there in the ground 6 feet under, not getting the the Wi-Fi reception to tune into this fantastic Granblue action. I mean, honestly, like it's all about that mental game in Granblue because like you have the players that do have to represent different play styles, like you're saying. You can lay out these traps, you can set back, relax, but Cagliostro can also flip the switch, get in your face, and hold a corner. We've seen that with Zombie, and we do see it with Merp as well, playing a slightly different variation of Cagliostro. Now, with Matera, though, at Gone Bad, I mean, the stories alone from these players in general, that is like the selling point of this game for sure.
Yeah.
Like, do watch these stories. I was saying earlier, I wish Super Saiyan Kid were here because, oh my goodness, I want to see that growth continue here. Could you imagine the competition? But we have also, I'm in Baskin Robbins, and I want every single flavor, right? That's what I want.
Yeah, well, I need more than 31, too. Okay? Can we get some extra? Because this action has been intense and incredible. Look, top 16 has been fantastic. I cannot say enough how much I've enjoyed seeing this community come together and seeing the caliber of play that you never would have seen outside of this offline environment. That's what makes this so special. And you can feel it in the room. You can hear it in the crowd when the hit confirms come through, when the stagger pressure comes through, when one of their favorite players goes up, when one of their favorite players goes down. And it's nothing but love after the set each and every time.
Absolutely. All right. So I think we are waiting for Kilo and Diaphone here for a second.
Yeah.
But honestly, thank you all for tuning in very much. I do greatly appreciate it. If you are sitting there watching at home, do definitely take that Amazon Prime that you have, because I know you got one. Use that Twitch Prime. It's free. Don't let Jeff Bezos go to space for free again. Please, dear.
Yeah,
don't do that.
You know he ain't going to pay no taxes, so you don't have to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, support Juicy Game Night. Support the folks that are running these brackets out here. It has been a tremendous treat to check it out. And you know what else has been a tremendous treat? Being able to hang out once again with everybody here.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely taking an opportunity to thank everyone that is doing the work to keep these brackets running.
Yes.
To keep us safe and healthy out here. Everybody's been doing a great job, honestly. Like, everyone that has been vaccinated has their masks on and is really, I mean, we don't have ours on right now, but we're cool. We're cool.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're vax boosted, all that stuff. We're good to go.
We're away from people.
Yeah, we're spaced out. We're good to go. But
yeah, the venue has been, really well taken care of.
Yo, I got mask checked right after a block.
Right?
Like, immediate, like, without hesitation. I forgot that I didn't have my mask on.
Yeah.
Security rolled up, was like, sir,
you better put this on.
Like, either put on your mask or you're going to be rotating outside. So the venue has been on it.
Yes.
The people who have been running it, the TOs have been on it. And you know what? Thank you to everyone who did the work, who did all the safety measures for 20 months for us to get here. Because without that work being put in, we wouldn't be sitting here in these chairs.
Exactly. And you know what? The hotel staff has said to Jabali as well that they're super grateful of how well behaved we have been here this weekend as well. So that's fantastic. We're not coming in like animals, frothing at the mouth for more games, right? We are just like, you know what? This is a rare opportunity in a time, like in the current state of things. So let's make the most of it. Let's not spoil it, because you know what? We want to put our best foot forward in the beginning of 2022. So here we are.
Yo, speaking of spoiled, we're going to be, just spoiled with incredible quality here.
Yes.
We got Diaphone and Kilo sitting down to play a match to see who will advance forward into top 8. Man.
This is a big one right here. Kilo, absolutely a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, yeah.
But also on the other side, Diaphone, guide extraordinaire, content creator extraordinaire. Also, Red Bull Kumite extraordinaire as well.
Yeah, it's a big challenge in front of Kilo, but Kilo, one of the best Granblue players out there.
Right.
Used to be Chicago Midwest guy, moved down to Florida, but still got that Midwest love for him. Is this a button?
Yep.
Okay.
A little button check here.
I saw the Vasaraga. I'm like, yo, hold on.
And that's an
wait a minute.
old Kilo,
Yeah,
right? That's
yeah.
old.
I mean,
Kilo.
that is a pre-NA launch Kilo, perhaps. But
Yeah. You know, I didn't realize that Kilo moved to Florida. Yeah, that's because I had it down that Kilo was still in the Midwest. So, but you know what? Once Midwest, always Midwest.
Hey, exactly.
We will take that.
All right, thumbs up across. Button check completed. We're about to get into it. And Diphone, one of the, I mean, if you think of Zoe, you think of Diphone. Like,
yeah.
I mean, who are we kidding here?
Oh,
like,
yeah. Yes.
That is the person. That's the guy, you know?
Definitely a lot of great information coming from Diphone on this character as well. You know, one of the, you know, much like Gandito putting out the info for Zeta, same thing here for Diphone. Also, frequent subscription quest on Maturino as well.
Oh,
so, you know it's the real deal.
Yeah, and support the homie Diphone. Like, he does and loves this community so much.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, he's just a genuine dude. Like, if you ever have a chance to rap with him, just... He'll talk to you, talk the game theory, and he puts out content. So, look, I'd like to see more people supporting him.
Yep.
And he loves the games that he loves genuinely. And that's what I really enjoy about the dude. So, enough hyping him up. Let's get Kilo in there. I'm going back into Midwest bias mode. I'm trying to see some ESVPs on Wake Up. And just a fantastic time. Oh, my goodness. This is Zoe versus Gran, right? So, like, it's all up to Kilo to control that pace and deal with the dragon pressure again.
Yeah. This new dragon pressure for Zoe is, wow, you can see so many heavy beams coming out, plenty of medium without having to reload the dragon. So that is going to be a factor here because now Gran has a different type of long-range game to play here because, yeah, you can give it those fireballs, but now you got to be a little bit wary of these beams coming through.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Step back. I wasn't done. My dragon wasn't ready yet.
My dragon is now full. I can have this dragon out for a decade and a half. Medium.
Look, if Kilo gets put into the corner, you're going to have to block for a really long time. And Diphone likes to use that EX Thunder to continue the block pressure.
Exactly. Also gives time for that dragon to slowly charge up. Clash EX does not connect here. We're continuing from Kilo. Great bet on that one.
2M checking those legs right there. Kilo pushing Diphone into the corner, looking for one tap for an EX. No, he spins it immediately, but the throw tech from Diphone. I haven't seen that play before.
Already in the corner position again. There's that lightning set up there. Tries to keep the pressure going with the medium fire. Oh, nice leg and lave. And yeah, see that long range, it's going to be tough to challenge.
Look at this pressure here. Kilo respecting his step.
Excellent.
Caught him with the 2M. Heard the overhead audio trigger and immediately 2M to check and convert.
Sound is always important in fighting games. You react way faster to sound than you do animation.
Absolutely.
Oh, but not that time.
You know what? The sound for overhead and throw sounds really similar, and you see counter hit overheads happen because of that.
Okay, there's the tech. Medium fire again. Has to hold this.
Patience.
Yeah. When you least expect it, throw a hand out there, see what's biting.
Gotta find out what's in the waters. Kilo trying to swim ahead into a game 1 lead on Diphone. Gotta hold that laser. Diphone with the jump over low.
All right, no dragon, so this is an opportunity to parry though. Yep, has to get a little bit up to 50% charge in order for that dragon to come back.
Danger stuff gets hit with the check. Diphone gonna get a knockdown and pressure. EX Thunder holding it. Kilo out of there. Not trying to get lit up, wearing all that metal.
All right, dragon is available once again here for Diphone. Oh, wait, I think I saw a throw. Oh, dodge!
Oh, a standing dodge, but no punish from Kilo. Oh my goodness, Diphone lives to play another day. EX boot, nothing doing. Oh my goodness, Zero, that hurt to see.
What a series of unfortunate events. Lemony Snicket, please create another sequel to that Netflix series. Goodness gracious.
2M Dragon check, the flamethrower Kilo. The chip damage is adding up for Kilo, but the EX boot, no, the turnaround after the Skycopter.
The clash and no, never.
Like, what in the world?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, the way the Hurtbox works on crouching 2H, right, it's going to be all Gran right there. And Zoe, you know, as you know, the dive is not the invulnerable part.
Oh, top 16 Kilo wants the easy route in the top 8.
Yep. Already had a strong start here. Who said Gran got nerfed anyways? You know, Gran's a really bad character right now. Ha! Laugh in the face of danger, you say, even though you're getting comboed right now.
Yeah, that was a ton of damage. The overhead and the laser comes through, keeps the combo true. Diaphone with round 1 of game 2.
Look, Kilo, I gassed you up right there. I need you to kind of step it up because now I'm looking kind
Kilo,
of
you're making me look bad in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Please. But speaking of looking good, Diaphone turning things around in that first round really well.
So,
Oh,
no,
my goodness,
counter
Kilo.
hit overhead. Kilo in a spot of trouble, fully charged. Dragon 2, there's the throw. No extension after the fact.
There it is.
Now we got it.
Got the laser scoop to continue.
Ooh, okay.
Tricky stuff there. Kilo guarding it up, but low on life. My man's got a whole bunch of work to do.
Yeah, lots of work to do here, but definitely doable. Braun does have one of the stronger, damage outputs in the game. Okay. Ooh,
EX
that's
boots off the
start.
wall. Yo,
And
my
that's-
man Kilo pulling the trigger.
Bahamut, I summon you. This is why we got the 7-star pull.
Hitting him with the beam.
It's a good chunk of damage. Has one more mix to go.
Oh, run up low,
but didn't have boot. Did not have boot.
Didn't have boot for the bounce, and now Kilo got to figure out another way in because chip damage is easy come, and it's going to be easy go if Diaphone starts shooting them lasers.
Oh.
Didn't believe. Got the first part of the record, but did not complete it.
That's so heartbreaking right there. But, Kilo looking pretty relaxed. So is the iPhone, honestly. Both of them just ready to go into it.
When you play at this skill,
Yes.
you kind of go in even kill. You don't falter at the first sign of like anything going wrong. Game 3 is still what it's going to be, and whoever wins this is going to be sliding up in the top 8 the easy way.
Yep. All right. So holding on to the beam, gets tossed. Medium not pressing anything. I don't blame you. I don't want to get popped for my life.
Oh, heavy counter hit from Kilo, pushing Diaphone back, but the life lead still in Diaphone's favor.
Oh, no anti-air. That does miss. Unfortunate. Ooh, does get super skybound. All right, it'll be a grip. Won't kill. Who am I kidding? Zoe does a lot of damage. You never know, right?
You got to be careful here. EX Thunder back, Fireball back at you, but this is rough. The Skycopter.
Ooh. All right, set point here for Diaphone. Who's going to be the last one to make it into this top 8?
Zoe even popping off, raising the sword to the sky.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Interrupts. Wasn't ready for it.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
All right, push to the corner. Great throw. The confidence here.
That was a meaty boot. That boot had a whole chunk of beef on the inside. Diaphone, though, blocking it up.
Okay, good knockdown. Dragon is set up, has to hold this. Late tech. All right, great patience here from Kilo.
Fireball's gonna clash. Yo, the Dragon like, yo, he can go at it.
And said, wait a minute, he threw something at me. Hey!
I need some help. Oh my goodness, but it's gonna be Kilo needing the assistance. Not gonna kill, obviously, but one more confirm, and that's a wrap. Diaphone's gonna move on. Kilo looking to extend this set. One round at a time.
Yeah, close. Crouching M was not. Oh, could have been bad. Beam has to hold
How long
it.
can you block here?
All right, no more mistakes.
Oh,
Big
what
jump
a
in.
jump in from Kilo.
Okay.
Did not get all the damage that possibly would have happened earlier on in the year, and the boot interrupted by the Dragon. Diaphone wanted out of that set immediately.
Yes, you know what? Excellent choice by Diaphone in that rock, paper, scissors situation, because the correct answer for Kilo, right, would have been to throw that fireball. But unfortunately, EX boot was the decision there. Wasn't going to catch the startup of anything. And you know what? Dragons coming at you.
Yeah.
They got the first attack.
Kilo going to stay at the station. We got
Oh.
one last top 16 match. That was winner side.
I see.
That was winner
I
side.
see.
So Kilo has another shot at getting in the top 16, but you're going to have to play win.
You're going to have to go against the wind. You ever try to fight the wind?
I have. I'm from Chicago. It doesn't work out. I'm
No.
going to tell you that right now. Wind got hands.
The wind's definitely got hands. All right, so that makes sense. Diaphone likely was probably in another pool because, Diaphone does play other fighting games.
Yeah. Guilty Gear especially. So
yes.
I can certainly see, Diaphone being in the contention for top 8 for Guilty Gear. I don't know how that played out.
Yep.
Don't spoil it in the chat, please, because I'm going to watch it when I get back to the hotel room. But what I do know is that Diaphone is going to be moving on in winner's side. However, Kilo with that other shot, not going to necessarily be easy. Wind playing the Henri or Uno, however you prefer to say it, that can be difficult. Now,
Right.
Kilo did show a Belial earlier on in top 48, right? So got some options.
Yeah, no, definitely plenty of options out there. We'll see what wind we'll be picking up because you're right. There was a Belial out there. So What will Kilo do?
I mean, I've only seen Win play the Uno, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know what you're walking into. The question is, what character do you prefer? Now we know Kilo for the Grand. We know he's got the pocket belly, but I mean, if you walk around any Granblue community and say, "Yo, Kilo," they're gonna think Grand in the red jersey, right?
Yeah.
Grand with the Bulls colors on. That's what Kilo rocks. I cannot imagine that after having lost a close one to Diaphone, that Kilo would want to immediately switch it up if you get to stay on the station because you're already warm with the Grand. And Win's been waiting in the wings.
It should be Grand, right? Yeah. But when, waiting in the wings gives you opportunity to take some of those notes. Diaphone already coming up with some, looking for an item. Okay, I thought Diaphone was going for some coach.
I thought he was,
dang.
Yeah, that would have been rough to see. But no,
stake right through the heart right there.
Really,
I just beat this guy, so here you go.
This is what he likes to do. He's going to EX boot just at random, EX DP on wake up all the time, and good luck. No, I'm really excited to see this. This is the last top 16 match that we have. So if you've been rocking with us all the way through, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This means a lot. It means a lot to the community, and I can only hope that you've been entertained by what you've seen all weekend long. Obviously, tonight's not the last night, right?
No.
Like top 8 going to be incredible fire. So make sure you catch that when it does happen. But again, I cannot thank the community enough, personally, especially for me, because Granblue is where my commentary really started to gel because I found a game that I love so much.
Right.
And I want to give a shout-outs to everyone here that's just been rocking with us for so long. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, leading up to this event, it's been tremendous. Like a long time coming, well-deserved for everybody here. I mean, you're right. Like, the pandemic was absolutely terrifying for the FGC, and one community definitely stayed strong. I mean, all communities definitely stayed strong, but here, like even myself questioning, like you speaking of the commentary, they're like, oh my goodness, like what happens? Like where does that leave us? And folks like Ronin Rumble, gave us a platform and an opportunity. I mean, that's where we got to really kick
absolutely.
it off.
So real talk. But I mean, there were also other TOs that were giving people opportunities across the board, and specifically for Granblue, because it was a community that had to form in the wake of something that, I mean, it could have been a dagger to the FGC.
Exactly.
Let's be honest with it. Like, if it was already terrible, if it had been any worse, who knows where we would have
Right, exactly. And you know what? Everyone stayed strong. We scrambled as quickly as we could to try to find the best options with what we had. And that's what the FGC does, always coming together, trying to support each other. I mean, Granblue immediately, all right, let's see. Who's got the parsec? Let's get that Discord set up now. Who's going to set these tournaments up? You got this over here? Great. Let's get this info over here. How good is the connection from here to here? We got the best speed testing options here for you. We have the info, we have the data, and you know what? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and keeping it alive. And those of you that have been playing, those of you watching at home that do play, those of you that I've talked about over the last 20 months and I've not seen yet, I better darn well see you at Frosty or at least sometime in 2022.
It's going to be sick. And the more offline Granblue we get, the better and better the experience is going to be. So, you know what? What do we say? One last top 16 match.
One more.
To close out the night and see who finally gets to top 8. I'm hearing the button check go on, so we're not going to jump into it just yet, but this is it, Zero. Like this, if you don't make it here, all the other spots have been filled. You're going to have to wait for the next ride.
We'll see you. You can go right back on the plane right now if you want to, or you can go over to Universal right across the street. They just opened up the Velocicoaster.
Yeah, that ride will be open, but the Granblue journey ends for one of these players here. After this button check, we're going to find out who it is. Wind and Kilo both playing strong in the 10v10, right? So it's another one of those scenarios where this is the one that, this is the one you want the W in, right?
Yes.
Like, this is where you say, I've been playing this game for 20 months, and I want to represent what I can do, my growth, and where I'm from.
Oh, yes, and you know what? Let's try some DLC characters out. We got Andre on the board. Ewan McGregor himself, the Jedi Master, making an appearance up against Belial. I mean, I have no Star Wars reference for Belial here, but you know what?
That's definitely some kind of Sith lore.
That is Hayden Christensen for sure. It's actually, oh my goodness, Twilight, Edward.
Oh.
It's Ed.
Sure, I'll take it. I guess not really well versed clearly on Twilight, but what I am well versed in is how good this Granblue action is going to be coming up. Final match of the night. If you're in the chat, get hyped. The crowd energy is buzzing, and here we go, game 1.
Wow, and what an explosive start, shutting down the, wow, and you know what, the stage, honestly. Anyways, shutting down the fireball start, and look at this, already over 40% gone. Yeah, just a hope and a prayer in this round, Kilo.
Yo, Win looking like they never stop playing. Wake up 5, H, scooped them up. Kilo finally gets a chance to play. There's the check. The Win answering right back. Long range game.
Nice parry. All right, guys. Oh, okay, good. Taking caution with the Rekka series, the pseudo Rekka from Onre here, and Super Skybound off from Kilo trying to even things up.
Yeah, spend the cash, get that advantage, but you got to be careful on how you approach. 2M into the pinwheel.
Okay, let's see. Nice little dodge here. Okay, one touch.
Oh, the slide.
The one you least expect. It's the most dangerous option that you would do is the one that you should do.
Win breaking the rules here, trying to push Kilo back into a terrible scenario with 2H, but nothing doing on the punish. Finally, a 5H going to connect again. Full continuation. Kilo wants that pressure. Wake up, get off me.
All right. Already pushed back to the corner, really trying to charge up. That Skybound meter already at 86%, and hardly any hits have connected.
Kilo trying to take his time, but runs into another counter hit, and Win taking full advantage. That is a ton of damage. Gonna have to be careful with the summon swords here.
Yeah, combo limit was hit, so wasn't able to extend any further with that, but there's still plenty of opportunity here. Yeah, it's interesting. Win does constantly go for the Skybound art, so I'm curious to see what the combo is, or maybe it's just the threat of having the additional hit.
Yo, and can't you imagine walk outside and dude got 7 swords floating around him? I'm going back in. I'm not fighting that. You got it.
It's too windy outside. I can't deal with that.
No, I ain't got the right kind of equipment. Not like that. Game 1 going over to Win. I mean, looking pretty good. The Bellio pick staying locked in for Kilo. So no matter what, he's sticking with Bellio.
Right,
Gran is on the bench.
You know, I kind of appreciate this pick simply because you have that parry factor, right? It's a little bit easier to kind of deal with long range situations because, you know, those fireballs do get blown up by Onre in such a way. So you don't have to interact with them like other characters would. So Onre is, going to get caught by the crouch M, you know, try to mess around and find out.
We're going to find it out. Win trying to see the openings. 5H for Kilo. Not a full conversion, though. Win hanging around. That Super Skybound art is ready to go off of any true confirmed. Another parry. Kilo working really well with that 2-for-2.
Yeah, you notice once they get to this life point, the entire match comes to a screeching halt.
Oh, yeah. Any overextension whatsoever is the round. That's it.
Exactly. The Samurai Showdown neutral starts to begin, right? Because we do have one touch, and it's death.
Oh, the split kicks.
Right there. We're calling it out. Big jump in from Kilo, putting a round on the board.
Kilo needed that really bad.
Stop some momentum for a bit here. All right. We are calling it out. Okay, got the parry.
The shoulder check. Step back to DP. Light version even.
Yep, definitely trying to take the turn back. Nice. Oh my goodness.
Oh, run up throw. Kilo also hasn't used command grab yet. That is one of the patented round enders for Bellio. Needs to be in range for it though. Win, fighting back.
Yep. Okay, so now we're getting pushed back by these thrusts. Pinwheel does connect here just for a smidge. Watch out. Do you see? You see the pace. You're starting to see the float. But Kilo can still be pretty aggressive here. Has a life and good dodge.
God, the Giorgio's hit and the throw. Kilo taking us to game 3, and what better way to close out the night than a game 3 match for top 8.
This is it. One apiece. Wind gonna catch a word across the wind from Chuabu.
Let me whisper in your ears real quick, let you know what's going on. Kilo checking the DM, seeing if he got any plans for tonight. Maybe not. We don't know, but what we do know is this game 3 is it.
All right, nice jump over here. This one decides it all. Who's going to finish up this top 8? Who's going to have their moment to shine and a chance in the ring for the championship belt?
Man, I cannot stay. I'm going to start getting out of my seat. This is really intense at the moment. Kilo checking the guard to win, gets a huge counter hit, scoops him up. This combo hurts a ton. Kilo cashing all the way out, saying, I would like to take these chips from the table and turn them into dollar bills.
Yes, please. All right. One touch away.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no, wasn't expecting it to hit.
You saw the command grab. It was supposed to be a tick throw.
Yes.
But Win actually got hit and now has an opportunity here.
Okay. Well, I mean, you have the life lead, so relax. Make your slight approaches here so you can get your meter. Oh, this is bad. This will
huge.
hit.
He said, you want to throw pointy things? I got one.
I got a fireball, too. It's pretty big.
You might want to check. But now Kilo is turning check, potentially into checkmate. Round to Kilo, match point to Kilo. Win needs to find some answers.
All right. This is it. Final destination, the way to wrap it up tonight. We're going to play the dance. Yeah. A nice big jump in, jump heavy, got the EX. Just a nice easy 10-hit combo. Just want to make sure the message is sent and received.
The slide blocked up, but Win with the check on the dash up, saying, I want you right there where I can size up with this lance. Kilo in trouble.
Yep, has the approach here. We'll see how this goes. Oh no, the Asmodeus here. Kilo taking the momentum back here. Going for Skybound Dart for a grip of damage here.
I don't think this is going to kill.
This is the way
but
this kills.
It gives Kilo the opportunity to force Win for the last chance, last dance. You got to guess right.
There's a parry. This is really big here. This could be it. The comeback with that Win is looking for the EX. Push back here. The patience. Has plenty of time here. You don't have to force yourself.
Just checking with lights, just trying to get him to flinch. Like I want you to hit a button here. I want you to overextend so I can get out of here and go to top 8. Win decides to go with the EX, dashes up. Kilo holding down back, goes to the skies, uses the unique, but Win does not bite. Win is playing so patiently. There's the pinwheel. Oh, he gets the hit!
He's got a Skybound Dart available, doesn't need it. Does get the kill for that round. It's 1 apiece, 1-1, here we go.
Oh my goodness, I can't do this right now. This is going to be it for the night. Kilo Win. This is the last round for the bid to top 8.
Okay, spin cycle does begin. We're pushing right back to the corner here.
Here's the check, EX pinwheel, pull him back in. Again, Win checking Kilo's dash up, 5H, nothing doing. The spinning on in, Win has a life lead and is chilling until
Asmodeus connects. We're pushing right back to that corner here. Full meter for both players. Oh, great throw and read on the parry.
Oh, caught him reaching. Kilo starting to teaching. The lesson papers are coming out, and that exam is looking mad rough. Look, Win has one more shot.
One touch. What's it gonna be? The threat is imminent. Look at this. The bravery, the audacity of Kilo getting in your face. Ewan McGregor, please. None of it. We're swatting it aside. That's right. Kilo makes it into top 8. Our last competitor on loser side for this top 8 tomorrow at CEO 2021 Granblue Fantasy Versus.
Talk about doing it the hard way. Kilo, last game, last round, and you gotta feel for Win there. That is heartbreaking. It is the toughest way to lose because you had it right there in front of you, and it just turned out that Kilo was the smidge better player in this competition. However, you know what? You made it all the way here. You put down an incredible resume of a performance for Win. You afterwards, after the salt, you're going to be able to look up and say, you know what, I'm proud of what I did there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what, everyone should be proud in this top 16. Everybody that showed up, I mean, you should also be proud simply because, like, this is it. This is all that work happened for this weekend, and here we go. We have our top 8 set up. Tega up top, going up against Ren. Are you ready for it, Tega?
Tega is definitely ready for it. Absolutely ready for it.
Diaphone versus Gandito. Gandito, are you ready? Oh, seriously? Okay,
right,
the bravery.
Let's continue on with the bracket. I felt a little pressure there.
Seriously.
It's going to be loser side. Top 8 will be Shuabu versus Ed Gone Bad. That match is going to be fire. And it's going to be Kilo versus Samu. I need to see that one. That one's going to be incredible. And all of you need to see what's going to happen at the end of this tournament. So get some rest tonight. You know, watch some other fighting games. That's cool too. But make sure you do not miss the top 8 of Granblue tomorrow. It is going to be incredible.